You know, I was recently adding a brand new copy of Madden 08 to my ever-growing collection when I contracted something. Depression! Now, I wasn't there for the great Brawl Wait sesh of 2005 to 2008. I wasn't actively following gaming news at the time. But I've concluded it went like... Nice. There's gonna be f***ing stages?! That game was canceled. We weren't supposed to know anything about it, but now we know everything about it. Really, anything can get revealed at this point. Here's my blood type. Damn it! Yellow.
Hey Scott, your old pal Questioning Max here. Who is our Lord and Savior?
Jesus Christ!
Mr. Scoliosis. The world-renowned mastermind himself. Problem is, nobody's ever tracked him down. And I'd have to do that to get down to the bottom of what made these games so bad.
Ah, my f***ing back.
That must be him! Yeah, it turns out those games were bad due to mismanagement, not because of some guy with a curved spine.
And what type of body turns you on? Ooh, I love Buffalo Wild Wings! And what type do I prefer? I'll say all. Wabamo!
This is a pre-recorded news segment from August 2016. I'm just gonna take a wild shot in the dark and say that all copies of Madden 18 are stolen from Target. Holy shit! I called it!
But we still have yet to see what the final game for my favorite console, the GameCube, was. The Prophecy.
Folders! This guy's thinking out of the box! You see, everybody else does a list. This guy does folders, like he's working for Nintendo PR. He has a hard drive full of everything the Direct's got, including WarioWare Amiibo Mania, where WarioWare is spelled with a space in between the words, which isn't how WarioWare is spelled. Hopefully this Black Friday I'll bring in quite the haul.
I bought fucking soap.
Say, do you remember when I took a look at the first Sonic the Hedgehog game and realized that it's filled with design flaws and problems? Yep, the fans loved me for saying that. On to Sonic 2. We eliminate the number 4 and replace it with the letter H. Outlaw headphone jacks. Foot gloves. Penguin flight school. Stamps for stamps. The MPAA should rate shirts. Reclassify aspartame as a vegetable. Make R a vowel. What more could you possibly want?
I don't know, something better?
Hey guys, look what I brought. Holy shit, is that Madden 09?
Ah! Interactive fun for all ages. Fantastic. I'm the most wholesome person I know. Oh, my cigarettes are done!
Old family recipe.
Mario spin-offs were plentiful and included a sequel to Yoshi's Island, This Game Reeks, and Super Princess Peach second verse, same as the first. Plus, nothing says I hate sex more than Wario Master of Disguise. I'm gonna miss the Virtual Console. Even if Yoshi's Cookie never came to Wii U. Am I the only one that cares about that?
General population, do you give a shit that Yoshi's Cookie never made it to Wii U Virtual Console? No.
You heard it here first, folks. It's the very first portable Mario Kart title. You could play the first 2 games on the go, but that was a mess. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to follow my dreams and begin my musical career exclusively through Wii Music. Shit! Which one would give me the most unique game collection of them all? Which one is, in fact, the rarest game of all time? It's Sonic 2 with a line! I can't wait that long. I have a Lincoln to raise. I don't want to wait for it to grow. So I looked up some advanced Chia Pet techniques. All we need is some gloves and a hammer. We put the gloves on, take the hammer and swing. Damn it! Okay. This article name is starting to make a little more sense now. I was looking up houses for sale and decided it was time for my weekly ponder sesh about how I'll never own a house. Of course, my elbow was on the buy house key on the keyboard the whole time. I bought f***ing 20 of them! And before anybody asks, no, this game has no relation to College Hoops 2K8. This is bullshit! Well, let's take a look at the manual. Hello, everybody, I'm Dick Vitale. Oh my god, he's talking to me. How can anybody not be turned on by College Hoops? We have a Dick Vitale Rosetta Stone in the back, too. I always wondered what my neighbors meant when I heard them screaming Pine Time. The answer was always here. Play and you'll be screaming Awesome Baby with a capital A. That would look f***ing stupid. Or try before you buy. That's my motto. You can give a product a test run, and if you decide you don't want it, shouldn't have to pay for it. You know, I don't actually know if I actually want this. Where's my receipt? And when I'm completely bone dry when it comes to ideas, that's when we bust out the idea wheel. Let's see what we have to talk about today. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, well, I guess I'm talking about the L button today. Holy shit, I have no idea how I got 23 minutes out of that topic. Oh, Jesus Christ. And the winner for Year of the Year 2018 is 2018. What the f***? Mario soup. Let's pop this bad boy open, cook it up, and try it out. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Let me check the ingredients on this bad boy. Oh, hell yeah.
Is that a pinball machine? Oh my god, my ass is bleeding.
It's that time again. Let's go to Best Buy and see how many games in the Mario series are on the shelf. Alright, now let's see how many games in the Sushi Striker series they have. What?
Hey all, Scott here, and say, have you ever been in a pickle like this? Fellas, I am so horny!
I'm gonna use the rest of my checking account on a stacker game. Alright, where do I fill out the application to become homeless?
Water is back! Introducing Water ZEX Plus, the cooler, more anti-pussy way of staying hydrated. It's Water ZEX Plus from Water Productions. This ain't your granddad's water.
Well, I'm sold. I can go all day on this. Seriously, people know me as the guy who can come up with Smash Brothers stages. Others are like, no way, and I'm like, Art Academy stage, and they're like, whoa, wait a second, man, and I'm like, Elite Beat Agent stage, and then they're like, good god, man, slow down, and I'm like, the Sanderson's house from Chibi Robo, and they're like, this man is a f***ing animal, he must be stopped! Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis, one of the most iconic video games of all time, no doubt, but many have considered it to have aged poorly. Now, in terms of my opinion of it, just a warning, I grew up with the game, so I'm biased. Alright, sorry about that, guys. It can just get a little hectic maintaining a restaurant. Oh, hey, back! Need somebody to beer you when there's nobody in sight? Just take a tug at our patented beer me rope. You'll be beered in no time. I'm just sitting here with my old pal, Good Video Game. I just can't wait to tear right into you for a hearty dose of 70 or above on Metacritic. Who knew video games could be so bad? Hopefully those games didn't affect my sanity too much. Yeah, those games were pretty bad. Finally, they made a game for me. Fan service for Christianity. Regardless of faith, you gotta admit this game right here is pretty sick. It's a crowd pleaser. It's a converter. It's a jack of all trades. It never fails. Forget enlightenment. This will never grow stale. Learn about the Bible while you have fun. All thanks to Crave Good Scripture, no biggie, or a commandment, I'm not picky. The Bible game, it does it all. It's a trivia game and a bathroom stall. Win a round, you'll feel all swell. Come in fourth place, we'll see in hell. A game no other corresponds to Christianity and beyond. A sin or not, I'm not ashamed to give this game 2 out of 10. I was reported. Now, the space generally reserved for manuals are used for DLC codes, terms and conditions, or advertisements. Can't wait to pop open Sonic Mania Plus. Waluigi Pinball. There it is. The definition's been blank all these years! Paws and Claws Pet Resort opens up with a great establishing shot, almost like it's gonna be a vet house tour. Oh, hi! You caught me in a goose! This was never a personal favorite of mine. It's always something where I was worried somebody would notice me playing.
Is that always been any Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to the household legend, Mr. Larry Tesler. Come on down.
Oh, hey.
So, Larry, you want to tell them the origins by name?
Well, you see, the term copy comes from the medieval term Vescere Discribiende, and paste, you ever heard of Elmer's glue? Yep, that's the stuff, and don't even get me started on cut.
I don't know how to deal with this. I've been going off of the f***ing rocker, and just to show you how insane I've been lately...
I ate here!
iToy Play 2 had this feature where you could leave the iToy running as a security camera and it would capture what goes on in your living room. That'll scare off the burglars.
Oh, fuck, he's got an iToy!
Everybody has their happy plays. They wouldn't make the t-shirts if that wasn't the case, and mine is Shiverburn Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Such a fun level. There's fire and ice. Can't ask for much more than this. Sometimes I like to hit up to go into first-person view and look up at the mountains. Everybody has their happy place, and mine is Fleet Glide Galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Also, the Japanese version of the game included a scene where a homosexual character is drugged and cured of said homosexuality, which may be considered as, say it with me now,
Gay conversion therapy!
Yep, that's gone from our stomping grounds. Yeah, it's unfortunate when entire pockets of gameplay are removed for international releases, but I mean...
Gay conversion therapy! I'm off to Microsoft to pitch my idea for the Xbox Infinite. I'll use the power of Google Maps to ensure I make it there, no problem. I've been working on my chili run lately. Every time I hit a button, I have to eat 5 spoonfuls of chili. I'm not even past the menu!
What do you think this is? Waiting for an excruciating amount of time and possibly some of the worst conditions imaginable, all for something you have no idea if it's worth it or not.
A pregnancy! Oh my god, are they remaking Final Fantasy VII in HD? I think they're remaking Final Fantasy VII in HD! They're remaking Final Fantasy VII in HD!
Well, I mainly played this one on a computer, and not just any computer, a Mac, which means...
But I'm only 1 virgin point away from being eligible for a V-card! Maybe just mentioning viral games can give me that 1 point. There's Facade, Getting Over It, Amnesia, Donkey Kong Barrel Blade. No! I'm never gonna be a virgin at this rate. Which is why I'm gonna start this rant against serial killers. Here's a message to all you serial killers out there. Stop!
Well, the feather item didn't return from Super Mario Kart. Intelligent Systems made sure to bring back a fan favorite.
Coins are back, bitches!
Don't worry if you didn't play it perfectly, because there's no one way to play a song.
He's right. Hey y'all, Scott here, and brace yourselves because I have... natural selections of bitch, isn't it? I should be completely pissed out by now, but no, the pissometer remains incomplete. Halloween will never be the same until it's filled.
Hey Scott, it's Dr. Bill. It's my honor to tell you you have a urinary tract infection.
We want to do this, but fail. So maybe if we eliminate the N's, the T, the E, the D, the O, and throw in some A's, some C's, an L, and an M, well, son of a bitch, we have ourselves a role model.
Introducing the Food Eating and Ratings Association, or FEAR for short, where we give all food on the market a rating so you can decide if it's right for you and your kids. E for edible, R for ranch, and ITLFN. It tastes like f***ing nickels.
You gotta be ruthless out there. You can't dance around and getting a membership card. Remember, you're not out there to make a friend. You're out there to make a sale. No manners, no subtlety.
Join our membership, f***head! Before we get into what I thought of Nintendo's E3 showcase, excuse me, I have to wipe some shit off of my shoe. Oh man, that explains a lot.
Now, there's really not a ton of games rated AO for a few reasons. One of them being the fact that most AO rated games are basically... But the fact that Wii Play is decently fun to play means my Wii Play reselling business will never die out. Not to be sold separately.
Shit, the jig is up.
Listen, Abe. The deep web is more powerful than you could ever imagine. Only 1% of the web we see is the surface web. The other 99% is internet rapists.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and have you heard? Benito Mussolini faked his death and is making a comeback this E3 in the form of a reboot. Just a rumor though, I would tell you to take it with a grain of salt, but this rumor deserves at least a shaker full of that stuff, because I have some pretty trustworthy sources.
God, Toad is such a flaccid, unlockable character. Like, is it really exciting to unlock Toad in a Mario Kart game? Who goes...
Holy sh**! While you're doing that, I'm going to mail this to Nintendo. Should probably move that away from the mailbox. That's why the IRS didn't receive my tax payments. I'm getting audited.
Animal Crossing Quiz Show, the perfect game to play with people who don't know Animal Crossing all too well. What is this? This canteen doesn't open at all. It's literally just a prop. I feel like it would have cost them less to just buy real canteens that you can actually drink out of. Now I don't have a canteen to drink out of. What am I supposed to do in a life or death situation?
Don't worry, guys. We'll have plenty of canteens. I stocked up on World at War Collector's Editions.
You fool! The game stars this flashlight, some grass, a few trees, and...
Oh shit, it's a white guy!
But one question remains. Can you sell it separately, son of a bitch?
Hello, this is Scott Wozniak's We Play Motion Reselling Studios.
Liquidate the company!
For your viewing pleasure, here's Chelsea and her boundless knowledge.
Think any of you pussies can get this question right?
Oh, me, I'm a pussy!
Yes, I'm sure you've heard something along the lines of,
Hey guys, Loot Crate sent me this. I love Loot Crate. Let's see what they included in the box this month. Oh shit, a sack.
Loot Crate sponsorships have probably funded Oklahoma's government. They're everywhere.
Well, thanks for bringing me. Thanks for coming.
Well, might as well move on to why Scott didn't like Mario Kart Wii that much, number 3.
This here is a state-of-the-art It's That Time machine. It formulates a topic that's embarrassingly topical, so you always have something trendy to converse about. Looks like it's forming something now. Hey, you learn something new every day. Yesterday I found out I was doing laundry wrong this whole time. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, I know I'm not alone. Many others refuse to consume this. Looking it up online, this guy says it's because all anime is absurd and makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, because American animation is logic-based.
It's a fucking sponge.
You're a parent in the Walmart video game section, and you have only one thing on your mind.
I have $20 and I need a weekend for my kid!
Hey y'all, Scott here. Let's roleplay. I'll be Sonic CD, and since I'm the only other person here, I'll also play the role of Scott. You.
Sonic the Hedgehog on CDs. I've heard worse business proposals.
And on top of that, Mad Catz pulled a fast one on me. This isn't a life support machine. This was just a bread box!
Well, let's hop into the first cup. And...
it's f***ing Mario Kart again!
Hey y'all, Scott here, and it's time to mosey on over the entire galaxy to discover the world of video game gimmicks. Time to set coordinates for numbers, and lots of them. Well, looks like we're getting a transmission from the planet Waglon.
Oh please God help, I don't want to look like a jackass playing Wii music!
Oh god. It looks like this is what happens when gimmicks go too far.
I think I like having a soul. I'm glad I didn't go through with a sponsorship. I may have tried, but I learned my lesson. I'm officially the most prideful user on Vimeo. Yes, this is Scottman Fun from Vimeo. Ziplock's f***ing great! But out of all Game Boy Advance accessories or models, they all pale in comparison to the Vistion Dockable Entertainment featuring Game Boy Advance. An entertainment system for vehicles that could also play Game Boy Advance games with a wireless controller. This is by far the most unique and mind-blowing Game Boy Advance model of all time that's sure to put anybody who comes in contact with it into a state of shock and awe.
Oh shit, it's a Game Boy.
Ah! Hey y'all, Scott here, and I'm in the middle of some hot and heavy game development. I got contracted by a publisher to squirt out a game for them. Let me catch you up on the development cycle. Step 1, I do the work. Step 2, disaster strikes. Step 3, explaining myself.
Hey boss, funny story, so the hard drive corrupted.
And finally, step 1, I do the work. This happens every 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm doing wrong!
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Hey everybody, my name is Scott Hates Breath of the Wild, and I really hate Breath of the Wild. And you should hate Breath of the Wild too, because this, not a good game. Please subscribe. I make mostly hourly content. Sometimes I get a little busy, so I might miss an hour here or there. But please subscribe. Please.
The RC car uses the HD rumble in each of the Joy-Con to move around, so time for a test drive. Oh my god, I did this! I'm a fucking genius! I don't need this anymore! Now that summer was a roller coaster of emotions. We went from an absolutely phenomenal reveal trailer to...
Oh, it can't get much worse than that. Celebrating the best years of 2018, it's the Yearies! Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome to the Yearies, the annual yearly Year of the Year awards that awards the finest in years this past year. Before we get to Year of the Year for 2018, let's take a moment to reflect on the years we've lost over the years.
This might take a while.
Yeah, looks like we got about 6 hours to kill while that video plays. The problem is, after preparing for the Yearies so much, the only two things I'm good at discussing right now are years and games. So I just gotta come up with some year-based video game topics. Oh man, there's a minigame I can play! I've had so many gaming accomplishments. Like, I almost beat Kirby Star Allies, and I can't even get through the hopping game. After various attempts, I did it.
Okay. We'll buy some food.
Alright, what do you guys want? I only have enough money for one thing we can all share.
Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I'm starving. I couldn't care less right now.
Alright. I'll take one corn dog.
You went to Sonic?
Not just that, I ate there. Hey y'all, Scott here. I've heard the request, and yep, I'm finally gonna do it. Today we're gonna be taking a look at house arrest. Take a look at your nearest ankle. If you have one of these guys plastered on it, then you get it. House arrest has been a thing since the glory days, aka the 17th century. Simpler times, when you could force somebody to not leave their house without ankle jewelry. Now, I've recently been subjected to house arrest, so consider this a first impressions, not a full-on review. This blows!
You have dishonored my legacy.
Well, when you put it that way... Well, that was f***ing terrifying.
And what am I to do with all these Maddens? 25, 15, 16, 08?
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! I know a lot of people will probably say, Jesus, Scott, you're so negative. What do you like?
What's up, 1999 livers? Here we are in the year 1999 at E3 1999, and if you need photographic proof this is 1999, gonna write that in the year 2019.
See, I was there! I was also 2 at the time, but I was also there! Finally, the cure for all sex. Minecraft. I made Lowe's. And then the Saturday night of that week, the big dance would be held, and kids would smoke and drink before and after it. Oh, no thank you. You see, I prefer just questioning why a lot of seniors in high school were taking freshmen. What the hell was going on there? Mudtropolis Zone, also known as... holding a gubble. It's Wednesday, alright. You know, it's moments like this that really makes me appreciate collecting video games. Like, where would I be without that? Hey y'all, Scott here. Where the f*** is Gubble? But the Wii Speak is worth it for recording victory and defeat sounds in Wheel of Fortune alone.
Got it.
Now, none of the game cartridges that were used in these competitions have been officially re-released via digital stores, so the only way we can play them nowadays is through... Jesus! That watermelon contains one of the most horrific spirits ever conceived. I had to lock it up for good, so I sold it to some jank thrift shop.
Man, why did we buy a rotten watermelon off of that guy? Get that thing out of here.
Hey y'all, Scott here.
Do you struggle in strain?
And I'm sold!
You know, we're really looking for somebody who's into all different types of games. Are you that kind of guy?
I don't give a piss. Didn't do much for me, but it really didn't excite me. The title never interested me. Didn't look all too entertaining. I wasn't interested. Doesn't appeal to my taste. Doesn't really appeal to me. Not super into mobile games, way that makes me not care at all. I'm not an RPG guy, and I'm not a Xenoblade guy. I'm not really into it all. I like the Wii.
Perfect, you're hired.
You can't strategize landing on a space where you can sell them for a fortune. It's all up to the dice roll. But Scott, you may say, what? Most of the time, tech demos aren't representative of any final product, so they can mainly be seen as harmless. They aren't like a yearbook quote, which is stuck with you for life. Of course, when I was in the room with the yearbook committee, they took the last thing that I said as my yearbook quote, and when you're in a room full of f***ing weirdos, that's how you get a quote that becomes, "Stop licking my neck!"
Now, I mean, something like Bomberman R, yeah, if that released in 2008, it would be like $15 max on Xbox Live Arcade. And now, you see, that's a little thing us people who are talking about reboots right now call bullshit. I love begging companies to not do new things and to just do the same thing over and over again. But hey, I let all my desired sequels out of the bag. I'm pretty sure I didn't forget any. I have sinned. Hey y'all, Scott here. If we're gonna be talking about the Wii, we might as well get this out of the way. But hey, who knows, maybe things have cleared up in the past 12 minutes. It's a Wii version of beer pong. Now, I'm definitely going to be critiquing this one hard. It better live up to beer pong's legacy. I know everything about the sport. Blue 42, hike. Well, with the Wii Shop channel closing on January 30th, I should really take time to appreciate what I have. A Wii filled with WiiWare games, and an open cellar door. Huh. Really makes it easy for anybody to come in and steal my net worth! Oh god, that was when I played Family Go-Kart Racing. Oh, well this looks playable. No? Family Go-Kart Racing is the family-friendly alternative to Mario Kart. You ever play Mario Kart Wii and say, man, these characters are cool and all, but where's Dad? Hey y'all, Scott here. I have a Wii loaded with WiiWare games! I have a Wii loaded with WiiWare games! I have a Wii loaded with WiiWare games!
You have osteoporosis.
I have a Wii loaded with WiiWare games. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Well, I think I'm finally ready to start the 3D remake of my life now that my cost has been cut. I just want to see what my life warrants on the board. Son of a bitch! Hey y'all, Scott here, and step right up to the Birth Off, where we fuse illegal gambling and pregnant women. Which pregnant woman will squirt one out first? Place your bets and let's find out. I have been ordered to issue an apology by the court of law. In no instant should childbirth be linked to illegal gambling. And if there's one thing that makes childbirth a drag, it's illegal gambling. Please forgive me and don't set up a child birth off of your own. I must now stay at least 50 feet away from any pregnant woman and must complete 14 minutes of community service by informing the public on a much less problematic topic. Game console births and the titles that come with them. Shit, that's it? What's up guys, it's me GameFan Mike here, and today I'm going to show you how to get through the entirety of the first level in Super Mario Brothers. It's really easy, it's really simple, and I'm going to show you real quick. This is a classic game, one of my all-time favorites, and I'm going to show you how to get from point A to point B. Before we get started, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me a like, a thumbs up, a nod, really. Any form of respect you can give, I'll take it. You are what's helping me grow and make helping you all out with games my full-blown career. Alright, ran out of time there. We'll start over on the next life. Just a reminder, guys, before we get to the meat of this, if you haven't yet, please follow me on Twitter. Well, what do we have here? The company I have the most embarrassing feelings towards. Well, that means I have the most predictions for Nintendo at E3 2019, like Metroid Prime 5. GameCube games will finally come to Wii U Virtual Console. DLC for Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games on Wii U. A photo emerges of Shigeru Miyamoto looking completely lost in the Epic Games booth. Doug Bowser proves his worth as the new Nintendo of America president by eating an entire ice cream sandwich in one bite on Treehouse Live. Bill Trennan is visibly impressed. Of course, reveals can go haywire. Now, I don't think it's deliberate. I doubt marketing folks are in their board meetings going, alright guys, just finalized our reveal plan for the game. First, we f**k up. Either way, we have one more mode to check out, and that is Battle Mode. What the f**k is that? Well, I couldn't possibly play Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival by myself. What do I look like, a f**king loser? I at least need to play Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival with one other person.
Oh, no. No! I'm not playing it! No! No!
I'm telling the story in past tense. Alright, it's time to shoot whatever comes up. Tracking your hand, there's a bit of a delay, so everything feels like it's almost in slow motion, and you have to hold your hand over an option for a few seconds to select something. However, back when the Kinect originally came out, this was an effective way to make any casual gamer lose their mind. Title screen appears, press any button to continue. Okay. So, I've come to the conclusion that I won't buy anything ever. I'm not doing it! But really, the U-Draw problem started coming in at full force when THQ decided to release it for the PS3 and Xbox 360, yikes. Put this sign up anywhere, you'll scare somebody. You know what was the coolest thing ever? Playing a game in an environment you couldn't normally play that game in. This is f***ing incredible! And you know for sure, if any of these consoles are ever announced, I'll be there day and date before their midnight launches, just as I did with the Nintendo Switch, even though I wasn't there intentionally and I thought it was a Black Lives Matter rally.
What did I do last night?
Some people camp out for days ahead of time just to be the first in line, and I've always dreamed of being one of those people.
What the fuck is this? Cyber Monday is all about deals, deals, and regret, and Cyber Wednesday is when we all take a moment to reflect on those three things.
Mostly regret.
Please leave a comment down yonder, and while I wait for said comment, Leaky Steve ended up sending me this big Smash Brothers leak, so I gotta check it out. No way!
Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome to New Franchise Watch, where we find new IP so you don't have to. Today we're gonna try and lure a new IP by using two of its favorite things, no audience and a shoestring budget. Fuck, there it is! Well, you know what they say, a good meal is never done. But that'll do. Time to celebrate! 3-pointer!
After this, you and definitely I deserve a break. Go to the bathroom, and after that, time to take the banquet meal out and fiddle with the positioning of the food. Afterwards, wash your hands. Germs, right? Put your Parmesan cheese over the chicken or whatever, and just leave the Crispix on the counter as a conversation piece.
Well, dinner is served, and possibly edible too. Bon appetit!
This collection also includes a handful of Sonic games for the Game Gear. Whoa. It's weird they don't count these as actual additions to the collection and just label them as extras. What, were people that pissed at Sega calling Game Gear games real games?
They're bonuses! They're bonuses!
Back to Partner, you have two ways to leave this establishment. Immediately or dead. Yep, that's a threat. He calls me a corn dodger. Any of them that talk, it's very likely they're gonna be incredibly rude. Like, you ever have a carny act like this to you?
It's fun to be a part of something. For example, as a part of the cardboard industry, I have these fun little rivalries with others. Check it out.
Hello, you've reached Styrofoam Productions.
Hi, yeah, I'd like some packing peanuts. Hold the packing.
I'm a fucking maniac.
Well, he sure got me.
So here we are at Best Buy for the launch of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Where's my bug spray? We're back at Best Buy with bug spray in tow and no camouflage hat. 1 hour from launch and we have everything. I forgot the snake bite kit. I hope the bug spray repels the snakes.
Well, let's get a move on to the tracks. We select the first cup, and... They finally changed the Mario Kart formula! In actuality, it's more Mario Kart.
How could this be?
Hey y'all, Scott here! I hate walls! Why do I live here? Oh my god, look, we have 4 unlockable characters grayed out. Who could they be? Listen, I know that silhouette anywhere. I can't believe they added Grover Cleveland. Woo! It's pretty good, right? And don't you stand there thinking you can't have a high like this. Come on, there's a Madden for everybody. I know, pretty wild, right? And take my word for it, EA Sports cracked the code and has made sure that each and every Madden game is a different stroke for a different folk.
Madden 03 and 4, you played for the lore, packed with stuff never done before. Madden 97, turn it to 11, this game can cure all kinds of depression. Madden 25, what did we travel through time? Nah, I mean, it was pretty alright. John Madden football, now I've seen it all. Shows how the mighty just refuse to fall. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee, cause there's a Madden just for me.
Yeah, I know, I hate talking politics, but everybody has a right to Madden. Just ask the Madden 3DS community. Those guys get it.
Madden Overdrive, not a nosedive. EA Sports, you continue to thrive. What's their bottom goal? Their honest intent, providing players with pride and accomplishment. Madden CD, oh boy, oh gee, why can't these things start growing on trees? Madden 08, it's Nirvana on a plate.
I don't like that one.
You're a f***ing disgrace. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee. 'Cause there's a
Not you. Yeah, I like this one. Well, after wasting so much time getting 120 stars in Mario Galaxy 2, I've spent no time bringing in the dough to pay some rent. But I caught these landlords hard. You see, the water here is free. All I have to do is bottle up some tap water, sell the water bottles at a water bottle stand for profit, and then I'm gonna be living on paying my rent on Time Avenue.
So that's what a surplus is.
Norm does more investigating, and it turns out the Origami Killer and John Shepard's son this entire time was Scott Shelby.
He can't be the killer, he has asthma! Well, with these online chat room kids games gone forever, I guess I'm gonna have to relive what it's like to be a kid in one of these things by just going to a chat room and posing as a 12-year-old. Gotta ask this person how old they are these days first off, and with the age-old age question being thrown out there, I think I'm gonna leave it at young. 18? Get out of here. Think young, go younger. Don't worry guys, we're in an online chat room. These people are wholesome with a capital H. Scratch that. We have to unlock the vast majority of songs in the game, and most are unlocked via doing more lessons with Dr. Toot. Yeah, we actually have to grind in Wii Music to unlock all the songs. The main problem is, once we actually unlock some songs, they pull a Chibi Robo Ziplash on us. This song selection blows! I want to feel smart, but I don't want to do anything about it. I'm a fucking genius! Embrace yourself, fellow family members, specifically those who are insecure about your placement in the family, because we have a new addition to the family. Ringo the Fly! An absolute all-star if I've ever seen one. I bought him at the pet store recently. Completely house-trained. Watch as he avoids the swatter. Yeah, this could have been easily avoided.
Well, if I'm gonna be on this deserted island for the rest of my life, it would be nice to know what games I should have shipped to me so I can have something to play. I have a lot of time on my hands, so why not?
Hi gang, it's Scott's inner voice here. I just realized what I said was really f***ing stupid. If I can ship games to the island, then I can ask somebody for help. So I'm gonna make sure I can hear my inner voice. Well, heatstroke struck. Well, let's talk about my 5 desert island games. If you don't know what this Greek sea god also created the horse, say nay.
No, sorry.
What was I supposed to say?
Okay, we're getting another Smash Brothers reveal. This is a reprise of the King K. Rool trailer. I assume this is gonna be like DixieCon or something. Ah! 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 Holy shit! Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash Brothers! This is amazing! I actually find Super Mario Kart to control quite well overall. But then we get to the pure terror, known as somewhat tight turns. Drifting is something that separates the men from the boys with Mario Kart. If you don't drift, you look like a buffoon. Hey everybody, look at this guy, not getting his mini turbo boost by drifting, fucking imbecile. Speedrunning continues to be one of the most interesting ways to watch a game be played, especially the wackier runs like blindfolded or no-handed challenges, which is why I decided to go forth with the world's first ever no-touch speedrun of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a work in progress. I've had a Nintendo 3DS capture card for about a year now. You connect it to your computer with a USB cable and bam! I can play my 3DS games here and on a computer screen, no hassle. But you know how things are, accidents do happen. What the f***? It broke? Yeah, it stopped working, so I had to turn to something I just don't like doing. If you say something you were expecting to get applause and it didn't, just stay silent until somebody says something. And we're not putting the reason in presentation. Alright! Or if some jackass starts applauding after every sentence, pause every time to let him get it out. We make games. And... yeah. And we... yeah. Woo, yeah. And we love making... yeah. And we love making that... Gotta... Yes, my favorite method of showing everybody what games I haven't played up until now. I pulled 2 things off of my shelf to pick from, so let's see what comes off of the backlog first. Damn. I don't know why it's taking me this long to start committing witchcraft, but here we are. I'm gonna try and look into the future and find out what all the E3 press conferences are gonna be like. Well, that ruined the surprise. Hey y'all, Scott here. E3 2018, you say? Never heard of him. I'm more so interested in demonstrating the potential of hardware. Let's see if this iron passes the durability test. Gonna put that down as a TBA. and I better hurry up and end it here because E3 2017 is happening like right now. But I still have to post my leak to 4chan. I constructed a potential menu screen for Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch, just showing off Smash Run as a new mode and connectivity to the 3DS and Wii U to transfer trophies, custom characters, etc, etc. Now you might be saying, Scott, other people have made fake leaks for publicity before. Yeah, keep spewing that and make sure to tell me when I start paying attention. Oh, breaking news! God exists, and he's a pretty nice guy because I don't have to create an account to post on 4chan. Alright, so I realize Nintendo Network isn't a part of Nintendo Switch's infrastructure. And it looks like these people aren't having any of it. Well, let me just edit that out. There, now there's the real screenshot. Now they'll believe it's real. Hey y'all, Scott here. Could you imagine a world where We Play Motion didn't exist? Hey y'all, Scott here. Could you imagine a world where We Play Motion existed? Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. I was wearing a polo. I really wish video game stores could be more of a place to just kind of hang out and browse games, maybe even play them, but instead, whenever I go, I'm bombarded by my favorite question in all of retail.
What brings you in today?
Hey y'all, Scott here. Online personality test. I have no idea who I am, so just let Google tell me. You have to shout to make a point properly. Yeah. Did you eat anything today? Tylenol. Do you just want to plug and play games? Do I have a face? I won!
Hey you!
That's me!
Are you strictly going by an anti-scam agenda? Same here. That's why I started Scammo, a club that is hell-bent on eliminating all scams. All you have to do to join is pay a monthly fee, and the best part about it is when you refer others to Scammo, we'll even pay you for it. It's totally cool, right? We stay up late, make money, hanging out, we make some more money. It's just like a real group of friends. You can clearly see here how Scammo works. Now, a lot of pro-scam folk out there would say, well, that just looks like a pyramid scheme. I mean, I'm no geometrist, but that's a triangle.
He's right.
So the club of your dreams is just a measly $200 a month away. Fight scams, get paid. It's a club for the rest of us. Here's a glowing testimonial of Scammo.
Sweet Canyon is all about donuts and the sort. It's a wild track to describe that makes you look fucking insane if you try to.
Good donuts everywhere.
Well, I did it. I went over all the E3s from the 1990s, so grab your nearest cake, blow out the cigars since you don't have any candles handy, and rejoice because we only have 17 more E3s to go through. Well, this doesn't call for a celebration anymore. This calls for a coping strategy. Why not try Heavy Rain? Oh boy, I can't wait to get depressed. Alright, Heavy Rain. We open on a naked man in bed. Well, after giving Big Mouse the old what for with bullets... I had a dream like this once. And with this, I think it's a good time to start up my official player's guide for Devil's Third. Kill him! When you initially start up the game for the first time, smart steering is automatically enabled. You know, I get it, this is a great feature for kids or people who just don't play Mario Kart at all, but I'm worried how auto acceleration and smart steering will affect the driving abilities of our youth.
Go!
Well, since I haven't fully beaten this game until now, I think it's only fair that I 100% it.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
That was a blood clot of a good time. Definitely much harder than the first Galaxy, but I totally feel fulfilled. I wonder what I get for getting all the stars. No. Some updates to Fallout 76, including...
Yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76.
Oh, he said he's one of us! And that is how a leak is critiqued. And while I do think most leaks are dumb, what can I say? I love looking at these things. I actually would really like to see how a lot of these leaked Nintendo Direct lists were made. So I was just working on my definitive list of Nintendo consoles with microphones on them. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance didn't make the list. That's actually a good thing. It's fairly annoying to have to blow into the microphone or something for a game. But I actually found a loophole with some Nintendo systems where you don't actually have to blow into the mic. So all you have to do is grab your system, grab an air horn, bring it close. Hey y'all, Scott here. You know, people don't get that anymore. Combining the words Scott, all, hey, and here just doesn't connect with modern word hearers. That's why I'm going to change up the first 4 words I say to everybody to be understandable to more people. Here, I have a lot of options to shift through. Hi gang, it's Scott. Welcome to Scottsburg. Everybody? No, just Scott. Guys, look, a me! I played Fling Smash. People of you. Hey, anybody up for tennis? I bought a hat. I'm talking about reboots. I like that one. Hey y'all, Scott here. Tambourine selling's in my blood, so welcome to the Barine Bazaar, where tambourine selling's our specialty. Well, things are really heating up, which means there's only one thing to do to maintain our monopoly on the tambourine market. F***ing panic. With every purchase of a tambourine, you get a free copy of Wii Music. Wham! Damn!
It's the middle of class in 2011, and all these kids are discussing politics. Which is better, the PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360? One of them asks, Scott, which one do you prefer? And you ruin your credibility.
Nintendo. Well, my obsession with Heavy Rain's lame characters has really taken a toll on my life these past few days. I have not cleaned my kitchen in days. I'll leave it like that. You see, leaving garbage on a floor is a smart way to know if you have rats in the house. I'll know if I have rats if the garbage gets eaten.
But I have to say, I bought Gravity Rush Remastered for a solid $20 on Amazon, and it's definitely worth that price. I wonder if it's still that cheap.
Yeah, I should get rid of this.
I'll take one.
He bought illegal porn! I'm on life support now. No reason, just felt like it. I've been told the machine I'm hooked up to is doing some pretty great stuff. It's efficient, it's useful, it's made by Mad Cats. I should probably start proofreading my will. Hi kid, game development is tough stuff. I should know. I've been working on this unknown game for a while now. Really, I have no idea what it is. I've restarted so many times, I don't even know if I'm working on a game at this point. Yikes. Well, better give him what I have at this point. Damn it, they never asked me to make a game in the first place. They asked me to make a Snickers bar. Well, at least they know why I bought this game. This title always perplexed me. Literally, any game released on the Wii could technically be titled Wii Play. They are all Wii games I can play. The title-given folks are really working overtime on this one. Shh. Just call it Wii Play.
Excuse me, sir, you have 12 days to live.
Huh.
Excuse me, sir, you have to talk about Minecraft again.
And there you go. Listen to me talk for 13 minutes was step 1 of our 9-step plan. We only have 8 more to go until this bankruptcy meter goes even further down. I can't go through with this. We need to make money quick. We're selling soup now. It always works.
And you want to talk about cartridge-shaped garbage, take a gander at Chibi Robo Ziplash.
This game blows.
This is the bathroom.
No one's always there? Well, on the off chance I need to restock, no, but I keep these here as a hobby. I like to curate them. This game blows. This game blows.
Oh.
Game
oh my
blows.
god. It's worse than I thought.
This game blows.
I really should have reconsidered installing that.
Let's move on to the stuff I got on Nintendo Switch. Anime style games. One of these has got to show me the light. Help me get anime. See, I get this. Definitely need more frog-based animes today. Oh, well, here we have Tokyo School Life, a visual novel. These types of visual novels are like books if Scholastic was really horny.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Valentine's Day? I'm ready. I've had the exact same holiday tradition since 2003, a bottle of wine and body spray. Now that I'm 22, I'm looking to spice things up a bit. That's right, I'm gonna successfully get laid with a Wii game, which oddly enough, it's harder than I thought.
As 2010 made its way through the door, rumors persisted about the next DS, one guy deciding to snoop around the Game Developers Conference that year to find as much info as he could. His findings? I'll take anything at this point. Basically, he discovered the system was going to be more powerful than the Nintendo DS.
Shut the f*** up!
And with Prima Games officially putting an end to their physical strategy guide business, I feel like others have the same sentiment as well. It just makes more sense to put time and effort into art books or retrospective works instead of physical strategy guides. But when these things finally bite the dust entirely, I won't ever forget them. I don't think I'll go the rest of my life without remembering.
Oh shit, remember strategy guides?
I'm also not really one to freak out and adore every single thing Nintendo does, but I'm willing to give it a try.
What the f***, Box Boy? What the f***
the stretchers? What the f? The Switch still exists? Special edition controllers. They're always a joy to see, plus you can usually warrant picking these up because you can never have too many controllers. However, I never want anything to ever happen to these. They're too precious. That's why I don't have anybody over anymore.
Yeah, so I kind of have this weird thing where I have to lick every controller that I see.
Donkey Kong! Nintendo's E3 2015 digital event kicked off. Halfway through, a Happy Home Designer trailer played, then those glorious words world premiere flew up on screen. It cuts to a Wii U gamepad. Holy shit. And an Animal Crossing figure gets scanned onto it. Holy shit! Animal Crossing's on Wii U. I called it. I called it! I like candles. Sue me. I should stop ending sentences with that. But I like them. They're fun, and I just bought all these from the store on clearance. They must be clearing the shelves for even more candles. And I'm sure somebody new will make them. What the hell is this? No, but in the end, Mario Kart 7 to me just feels like more of the same. So much of its identity to me is basically it feeling like Mario Kart Wii on the go. But hey, don't take my word for it. Dear God, don't. It's probably wrong. Hey y'all, Scott here. Look at this. It's my integrity. I will do anything for money. The statement still stands! There's definitely more, especially in the closet, but it doesn't matter because we've reached one of my favorite parts of the collection. The hairdryer box. But it just so happened around the time the color released, Nintendo got really weird with what they considered publishing worthy. I would scream if they ever decided to publish a game called Little Mermaid 2 Pinball Frenzy. Nintendo didn't do a ton of huge first-party stuff on this machine, but they published damn near anything they could. Quest for Camelot? Go for it. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 3? Why not? Beauty and the Beast, a board game adventure? F it. Hamtaro, Ham Hams Unite? I've heard worse. Little Mermaid 2 Pinball Frenzy? Nintendo wanted to do even more health-related jargon on the console, which brings us to the Wii Vitality Sensor. It released. Gotcha. At E3 2009, Nintendo fans' worst nightmare was revealed. Ah! I've rediscovered one of my core talents, owning a Sharpie! I should have patented this when I had the chance. Portable video games, allowing you to play games in inappropriate situations. I've always wanted to be a remake, being a better version of my past self, maybe in HD or 3D. I always base my decisions off of what Crest does. But that of course means sacrifices are in order. I can't just go and remake the entirety of my life in 3D without the budget going through the roof, so I have to start cutting content. That's not all. We got two other new characters in the form of Baby Rosalina. Listen, as your resident Mario Galaxy player, that game had an entire backstory for Rosalina, and I will say Baby Rosalina makes no sense. Now, Baby Luigi, that's fine. And of course, Pink Gold Peach. Now that's a look at console gaming on the go. See, a lot of these things are actually pretty cool, but they have a lot of roadblocks involved, though I'm willing to look past a lot of them. With these portable home consoles, I never have to go indoors ever again! I still believe that. Look what just happened. Can't rain indoors. The outside's amazing. That's right. F you, house. You know, there's this neat thing that happens whenever I talk about game compilations. My house catches on fire. It's happened once before. It's practically a tradition at this point, but I'm laser focused on safety this time. I have a fire extinguisher on standby and loads of safe thoughts up here. Before I start, I should probably take all my flammables off the floor.
Oh, is it Gex Night? I love Gex Night.
Didn't you get my message about your uncle dying?
He died for the third time?
Yeah, let's fire up Gex.
Fucking lizard Gex. Oh my god. Oh, so if you were a Gex fan, you get that.
Just for a bit more variety, let's try Wheel of Fortune on PlayStation 2. This menu's background's making me sick. Alright, let's spin the wheel!
Too bad, but I guess it could have been worse.
Yeah, if I died.
Hey, yo, Scott here. This is it. They're going to reveal really bad game. I can't wait to see it. Maybe it'll be good. But first, they have to show off the game. Technical difficulties, please wait. And then after that, they're going to reveal the game. There is a fire backstage. Please exit immediately. I really hope that's a working title.
You know, power adapter or extra controllers were necessary. All you had to do was pop in a couple of batteries and plug this directly into your TV with the yellow and white cables. Or I don't know, they could be forks. I'm colorblind. These things could be anything. Composite cables, one for video and one for sound. And if you're good enough,
enough, another one for sound. Once you were done with the setup, you'd flick the switch on the controller and boom. Look at this, no power adapter necessary. It plugs directly into the TV. This is magical. Hey y'all, Scott here. What'll it be?
Mario Kart 8!
This is a bar. Wait.
What is happening? I already talked Mario Kart 8
before. Wow. See, that's a fun quirk of talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The Space-Time Continuum thinks you're just talking about Mario Kart 8 again, so it just gives up. If you talk about the same thing twice, the world doesn't know how to handle it. So, we have to convince God that 8 Deluxe isn't just Mario Kart 8 again, and we aren't just repeating history. Oh, and then I should get new shoes. But, turns out, I'm not blinded by nostalgia or love for a specific company. I picked the PS3 when the 360 was the console I owned, so that's a plus to my reviewing skills. The only thing the PS3 could use is a version of Mario Party 9. This game's actually terrible, but I love it because it's made by Nintendo. GB Robo Ziplash. Over the years, I've been harsh to this game, calling it such names as bad. You may say, Scott, that's just an opinion. I'll respond with, I don't know, the fact detector says otherwise. Each cabinet comes with a keychain. This is definitely just to reiterate how small these are. Like, wow, they're so tiny you can fit them on your keys. But seriously, who's gonna do that? Oh my god, I gotta drive to the hospital. Let me get my car key. It's always weird seeing Nintendo get behind such mature things, but they'll definitely do anything to please fans. I gotta say, least favorite thing about Bowser, hands down, is his flesh. Oh, Nintendo.
Welcome to the Shaft Family Estate's first annual dinner party. My largest priority at the moment. Due to some prior obligations, I can't be there with you tonight, but please feel free to help yourself to an old Shaft family recipe.
This is Jimmy John's. It's something more people want than you may think. Myself and countless others have had many sleepless nights where the only thing we could hear echoed in the darkness. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort are great. They may seem like nothing more than motion control minigame collections. That's exactly what they were. Fast forward to 2013, where Nintendo finally unveiled their Toys to Life competitor, some garbage Pokemon figures that were only obtainable in blind bags exclusively at GameStop for use in a garbage eShop game for the Wii U. Hey, that must be the Pokemon Rumble U fan community again. Well, it looks like my journey today has come to an end. It's been an honor to serve a part of the fellow unity of certified killers of bad astronomic resistant ne'er-do-wells. Should really look into an abbreviation for that. It's also an honor to be a part of this whole 1950s B-movie shtick. Remember, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. It was a phase. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I love Super Smash Bros. So much I could scream. The fighting mechanics, the cast of characters, the collectibles, the clone characters, the online, big battlefield, this fucking menu, Smash Tour, Fire Emblem. So in 2010, Nintendo introduced the Wii Remote Plus. It was a Wii Remote with Wii Motion Plus built in, and thus is the exact same size as a standard Wii Remote. Now, how do you get more people to own a Wii Remote Plus? You bundle it in with Fling Smash, of course. You bundle it in with Wii Play Motion, of course. Back in my room, Zach gave me craps, and I think I'm gonna spread it. This generosity needs to go all over the island. I'm sending 2 bottles of nail polish remover to some other girls, well, shit. On to another day of poolside, volleyball, gambling, good night. 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 Jesus Christ! I at least need to change the song selection. We're a Baja Men household. Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome, marketing rats. This is Marketing 101, the 101st edition of our marketing tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to successfully market that Nintendo GameCube game that you're selling in 2018 marketed. Thanks for learning the ins and outs of marketing with me today. If you choose to purchase our next video release, I'll show you how to put a down payment on a house with just your signature on this piece of paper. Yeah, I was in the video and even following the directions. I don't know why, I came out with bread. A while back, I started a non-profit charity organization, the Wii Play Project, where I take in old abandoned Wii plays and give them a home. And I started to think, well, if I want to be a true non-profit charity organization, I gotta find a way to make a profit off of this.
So welcome to the only business that specializes in selling Wii Play and very little else.
Do you guys sell Wii Play?
Don't even get me started!
I feel that the content outside of the main game is severely lacking, the graphics are bland, and the controls are just not for me at all, and I feel that everybody will have problems with it at first, or throughout their entire playthrough. The controls don't make me feel empowered or like I'm really flying the R-Wing, they make me feel weak and stupid. I don't feel like a Star Fox, I feel like a loser. And speaking of every type of player, what if you're the player that wants to play the game competitively. Well, Melee is for you. By accident. So many of Melee's more advanced techniques derive from oversights of the game's mechanics. For example, one of the most well-known techniques in Melee is called wave dashing. I don't know anything about how to do this, so I wrote down some tips on my hands, except they're hard to read while holding the controller. Alright, I think I'm finally ready to attempt a wave dash. Here we go. Through all of its only 6 zones, easy boss fights, unfair challenges, enemy placement and design, stupid dumb and stupid special stages, I think I actually hate this game. Yeah, this game actually reeks. Son of a bitch, I'm so lucky! Alright, we go into space, the Death Egg Zone is all we have left, and there are no rings on this stage. I think this decision is why Sega Technical Institute doesn't make games anymore and probably just caters grad parties now. So the plot of Sonic CD, Dr. Robotnik has chained a planet to the ground. That son of a bitch.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and I have insider info. Watch. On August 4th, 2018, I leave the shower running overnight. Fuck!
Yeah, but a lot of the junk with the Gaming Treasures box feels like, here's a fucking mouse pad. Now, of course, playing basketball is only one part of the Dick Vitale's awesome baby experience. We also have the extra mode options. Look at this, we have a sound test. We can go through all of Dick Vitale's phrases like, awesome, baby! And, awesome, baby! It never gets old.
Hey man, can you drop my dad at the hospital?
I'm busy. And that's about it. Overall, not the most impressive out there. Holy shit, it comes with a poster. And not only that, it had a power button, not some power switch. It had a button just like home consoles. That was honestly a really cool thing to me back then. Take it. Cheers.
A great homecoming dance doesn't require just blood, sweat, and tears. Just sweat and tears. That's why I'm going to great lengths to ensure this is going to be the greatest one ever. I turned my car into a walking advertisement for the dance, and I put in place some rules to ensure no pregnancies happen tonight. There's a strict no skin policy. If it ain't covered up, it's getting thrown out. If you don't abide by this policy, you must have flashlight taped to crotch. Yes, I spelled that right. This is to ensure things don't get too PG when the lights dim. And if things get out of hand, that's where our trusty chaperone enters the picture. He's been violently conditioned to resist all forms of alcohol, drugs, violence, and sex, and most importantly, sex.
Games and years. Can't have one without the other, and plus, those 2 words are on my top 3 favorite concepts list, the 3rd word being Jeff Keighley.
Here to present Game of the Year, Jeff Keighley.
Of course, with so many deals, many retailers get some deals rolling on Thanksgiving itself, which is kinda lame. I mean, it's Thanksgiving, man. Spend that time with your family. Holy shit! Sonic Forces is only $25. Literally, this audience freaks out over anything. Like, Todd Howard could come back on stage.
Hey everybody, it's Todd Howard. I'm an arsonist. Yeah! Name one time Sonic Spinball existed. Go ahead. Name one.
Sonic Spinball?
Sonic Spinball?
Sonic Spinball. I was a different man back then.
No! So those were just a few canceled games throughout history, but far from all of them. Who knows, like I said, maybe we can return to this topic eventually, or even take a look at specific canceled games themselves. But as of right now, I'm a little more concerned with maintaining my privacy. How does it look on me? If Guy's DS can leak, who says my blood type and hair color can't? You know, might want to go a step further. Maybe a little more. Just a little more.
Gummy Bear's Magical Medallion. Have you ever wanted a mediocre 2D platformer starring a fake bear? Well, I got bad news for you. One exists. My favorite part about this game is
and so that matches with what we are expecting in a gaming development process. So this one game that I'm working on right now,
oh, Jason, he's across the street.
Why is he across the street? What is he trying to gain from that?
So Jason runs towards Ethan in busy traffic and gets hit by a car.
Jesus, they should have called this game Jason Fucking Dies. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I'm only 12 virgin points away from being eligible for a V-card. I need to find the quickest possible way to not get laid.
If I wanted to get laid, I'd talk about Donkey Kong Barrel Blast for 10 minutes, but nope! I can't say Mad Catz didn't try with this controller, but they didn't. But wanna know who did try with their controller? Nickelodeon. Put SpongeBob in your hands.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Have you seen something that looks like this?
If you found that, that's me caring about the Nintendo 64. Please dispose of it immediately.
I know, I'm putting these up, and I just like the attention. I like that they got Rare to provide Donkey Kong's model for this game. I like the thought of intelligent systems trying to make it themselves. We just can't do it.
I would play some slick games on it, but mine shipped broken, so all I can say is I hope it holds up to a durability test.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a durability test of the Ouya. We're going to be taking one full swing at the device at chest height. Let's see how it fares. Yeah, I don't know about you, I wouldn't buy that thing. It broke after one hit. You gotta shift the Wii remote back and forth to balance it all. Now, before you go, this isn't Wii Play, this is a bunch of bullshit! You can choose between scoop and swirl mode. Even though they're all but gone and they weren't used that much to begin with, they'll always have a place in my and countless others' hearts. Well, as a tribute to the instruction manual, I will fully commit to one and carry out whatever it tells me to do. Oh, okay. You get a free Sea of Thieves item per Chips Ahoy pack? Well, don't mind if I do. Alright, so you know what they say, if you can survive the first 13 years of your life, you can survive just about anything. So let's see if not only could this sucker survive a long retail life, but also, you know, a pummeling. No. How am I gonna play Madden now? Oh, it's midnight. Yeah, this one wasn't doing the launch. Okay, back to GameStop, where I was supposed to pre-order the game before waiting in line. I bought a balance board instead. I bought it at Walmart at 1:03 a.m. Here's my mugshot to prove it. Alright, and coming back, I can now experience the midnight launch of the digital versions of these games at 1:30 a.m. It was a bad night to wear flip-flops. Wait, I don't even like Pokemon. So while used games can be fucking disgusting, they're a part of gaming culture. And I would love to see a digital game do this. I found Dig Dug. Now, when a studio is acquired by a bigger company, that must mean that studio is safe from being shut down, right? What are you, stupid? But what if the DualShock just isn't doing anything for you, and you hate happiness? Here's the Nintendo 64 controller. Hey all, Scott here. You may be asking, whoa, are you sick or just sick? I went to the doctor and they said, wow, you look sick, you should go see a doctor. I've been officially diagnosed with... Well, what else is there to do other than consume more humidifier and talk about limited edition game consoles or whatever, while everybody else is playing outside talking about whatever non-sick people talk about. Hey y'all, Scott here, and it truly is absolutely astonishing what can happen in 10 years. Hey y'all, Future Scott here, and welcome to 2027, where I wear a chef hat now, and where Robo-Ebola reigns supreme. It's a 2027 thing, you wouldn't understand. Man, I was expecting to see a gravestone, but a Robo-Ebola epidemic works too. Esports was the reason the general population fell in love with the Wii. Right when you booted up, everybody went, oh shit, I'm the hand. I'm the hand! The Wii gave me hours of enjoyment even when I wasn't playing a game, and I have these Wii channels to thank for that. Now how many hours in total? Oh my god. Me using the photo channel can finally drink! Hey all, Scott here, and I'm on a quest to find a Mario Kart I grew up playing. This is gonna be harder than I thought.
You seem awfully competent. I suppose you wouldn't be opposed to some questions yourself.
What are you saying?
I call Scott Wozniak to the stand. So, Mr. Wozniak.
Oh, damn it! Why did you do that? So then people are too distracted by the punch stain to realize it looks like I pissed myself. 10 years, 10 months, and 24 days later, and that's all we got. And from what leaked concepts and former Valve employees imply, it's fair to say that plans for the next entry in the Half-Life series were canceled or put on hold indefinitely. However, I maintain that eventually, it'll come out, or just a straight-up reboot of the series will happen. But when it does... Oh, hell yeah! Teeter Targets, the only game made by Nintendo. Could you imagine Arzest asking Nintendo to develop Teeter Targets? What the f? No!
go! Put it lightly, I think it's pretty neato to see where E3 all started, and I have no doubt in the future we'll be taking a look at E3s to follow. And I hope you all look forward to my live reactions to E3 2017 being uploaded right as we speak, as I'm reusing my old live reactions from E3 2014.
What?
Classic me being me, that's me for ya, the lovable Shill Scott! Nintendo! Last E3 you announced you were working on a new console, let's see it! Hi, I'm Nintendo. I'm disappointing. After the regular single-player modes, we have event matches, which are 51 fights under fun and unique circumstances. Event 35 poses the question, are routine physicals supposed to hurt this much? And Super Smash Bros. Melee was the first time we could experience what Luigi's prostate exam was like. These things are awesome. Think of event match like a kind of mission mode. It's really fun to go through all these and try to beat them all. Except for Event 51, which is so damn hard it forces anybody to destroy the game console you're playing this game on. Hey y'all, Scott here, and oh. Wow, things are starting to get a little too real. Well, I hope you're all finding good ways to pass the time before the Switch launches. I know I am. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little romp through the realm of bad trailers, and if you could excuse me, I have a job interview to help me crawl out of this whole trailer fixatron debt problem we all have at some point in our lives. Alright, get this. So I got the job, and then they went on about how they have this strict no trailer fixatron policy. Let me tell you, I wasn't gonna have any of that. I just started pouting. With vandalism, I have a court hearing on Wednesday. And the only thing more viral than influenza has got to be this garbage. You know, the games you see played on YouTube by screaming people with dyed hair and videos with all caps titles. However, I did recently replay a bit of it after I... what have I been doing the past 5 years? Oh yeah, got older, and I'm able to appreciate the world of Bioshock Infinite a lot more. Still, I'd probably say The Last of Us would beat it though. Its story is really compelling, yet incredibly easy for anybody to understand. Like, I can summarize this game in a quick paragraph and you could still tell it was a great story. You'd still want to see it played out. Bioshock Infinite, I'd be explaining the story for 30 minutes, waving my arms around, and even I would have a hard time comprehending the plot. Thusly, if I have to give the Nintendo Switch a score, I'll give it a solid 4.5 out of 6. And hey, Zelda Breath of the Wild finally came in, so I can finally open this box up and talk about what an amazing game it is on the Nintendo Switch.
The EMP appears to have taken out the GPS data links and the broad-range radar systems. We'll have to navigate by the stars. Just like World War II.
We're gonna have to navigate by the stars, just like Devil's Third. Hey y'all, Scott here. Nothing makes the blind more uncomfortable than a good old-fashioned game of charades. Yes, we get it. Mario Party can be cruel. Doesn't mean I don't like it. I mean, hey, it's my best friend. He's a snitch, he's a killer, but he'll always be my friend. It's just, you're winning, having a great time, and then you get the death sentence for winning too much. Ah, well, this guy has more eyelashes, so we'll give him the eyelash award. For second place, you get the grand prize. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey y'all, Scott here. With Valentine's Day coming up, virginity is out of the spotlight, so let's celebrate by playing a game focused entirely on... Oh shit, it's pronounced breast? I always thought it was pronounced beans. You also can't turn off the border on the games, which is annoying. They don't give you the choice to just have black bars. I never found the borders to be that distracting or anything, but would have liked the option. Like, imagine if there was a small blue border on everything you played. Things would definitely get riot-inducing.
Alright, well now I have a better idea of what kind of games I should start playing. It's not like I have much else to do. I mean, all they have here is a Five Below. Like, come on, no wonder it's deserted.
However, a new Mario Kart is inevitable. It's probably a while off, but it's going to happen. And I would really like to see all of my wishes come true for Mario Kart 9. So much so that I went to my nearest church and told the pastor about all my wishes and desires regarding Mario Kart. The church suspended me indefinitely. Who doesn't love having, like, all the consoles in the world? You can play any game you like, they all have different sized power adapters and video cables, and they're all huge and take up so much room, and what is this, an electric bill? There's a virgin tax? I should probably unplug one of these. Hey y'all, Scott here, and would you shut up for like a minute because I'm trying to focus on my Kinect Sports Season 2 speedrun. If I screw this up, the KSS 2 speedrunning community won't let me hear the end of it.
And up to bat comes a very promising new talent. Slows it right down. Strike.
Wow, I didn't know humiliation came included with this thing.
Well, it's over. New store opened down the street. Some really steep competition. We just can't keep up with them.
I mean, I've had 5 people ask if we sell cigarettes. Maybe we should start taking trade-ins.
You think you know how to run a business? I know a guy with a NASA shirt, okay? I earned this job!
This is my peak. Well, after everything I've been through, I'm done. I'm not going to game stores anymore. I'll say it's because I'm protesting them, but it's really because I'm unemployed. Hey all, Scott here. Can you imagine what life is gonna be like in 2019? We'll have more air, no more murder, immortality, and like 2 subscription services. So I was eating cereal this morning and it was fucking dreadful, thanks for asking.
EA Sports FIFA on Nintendo Switch will be the most immersive, social, authentic sports game ever created for Nintendo players.
Hey, what's up, losers? You weeaboos like soccer? So the story starts. Chibi Robo is cleaning a space shuttle. I don't give a shit! Moving on to classic tennis. This is tennis without the mega mushrooms.
Alright, you know what? That's the last fucking straw. Alright? I don't fucking need this! Alright? You! This! And tennis!
Great talk, guys. Limited edition systems are fun to gawk at, but you know what else is fun to gawk at? This official statement from my doctor. Let's see what this illness is officially doing to me. Oh no. If I don't do anything about this mild congestion, I'm gonna die in 60 to 70 years. Hey y'all, Scott here, and congratulations on finally not getting that job I just applied to, because I'm really gonna get it this time. I put any and all contact information on my resume, including when and where I'm available on PictoChat. That'll set me apart.
Hey everybody, and I can't believe it, but it's finally time to start this brand new segment I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. Elusive Demonic Arcade Cabinet Chasers. On this episode, we're going to be trying to find Polybius, and on the next episode... Now of course, Polybius' main function was brainwashing impressionable youth, so catching it is easier than you may think. What can I say, I just get demonic arcade cabinets. So it's been about a solid 5 minutes past the amount of time anybody should be hunting for demonic arcade cabinets for, and I'm about ready to call it quit. Looks like we got a live one! Fucking boxing told me this thing would catch anything and everything. I hate when this happens. Jesus! Ah! Ah! Stop! 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 Luckily, I was diagnosed with a little thing I like to call street smarts.
Yup, that's the gameplay of Night Trap. The most complicated it gets is changing the access code color. And even then, that only happens like 4 times in a playthrough. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to beat the game and then explain the plot. Holy shit, what the hell was that? I should probably stop by for just a bit. Now, under normal circumstances, that means no stupid Nintendo game talk. I'm gonna be a little too busy at the dinner party. But I thought ahead. I pre-recorded myself talking about gaming mysteries.
Hey all, Scott here.
Oh god, I sound like that?
Whoa, I didn't know pumpkins could save game data.
They're truly God's favorite.
What are you, a doorway pirate?
No, I'm Gex. I thought he was depressed.
We have 2 characters who have never been in Mario Kart before. Drybones. How do you think it would feel if they didn't pick you, they picked a dead you? But we saved the best for last. The final unlockable character in Mario Kart DS, Rob. It's about fucking time. Obviously, this was done as a way to get attention. If you were somebody going online to discuss how absolutely ridiculous it is that PETA thinks Nintendo's promoting animal abuse, congratulations, you did exactly what PETA wanted you to do. In Mario 3 had a frog suit. Did anybody really think Nintendo was pressuring kids to think anything of that? Here's a gun, kill a frog.
And may I humbly say that I saw this coming from a mile away. And if we convert miles to years, that brings us to about 9 years ago.
And then I told him, if a president should be anyone, it sure is Donald Trump. Oh, hi! Hey y'all, Scott here. Ooh, look at me, I'm the Nintendo Switch. I sold over 32 million units. Yeah, big whoop. How many units did the human race sell? Try 7 billion units. That's right. F*** you, Nintendo. Oh man, we can gamble at the casino in this game. That's a pleasant surprise I wasn't expecting. That's the same feeling I get whenever I open up the newspaper.
Oh shit, they got Dilbert in this thing?
So to pick up where you left off in games, you either had to keep the game console running indefinitely, or something you have to explain to your parents. I don't want them thinking I play Mega Man 4. What is this?
Coordinates for a bomb.
This current Atari used to be Infogrames. Talk about a name I've seen hundreds of times, but know nothing about. This looks like they wanted to call themselves Infogames. That name was already taken, so they went, yeah! The next generation of gaming is upon us. It's time to upgrade.
No! No!
Hey y'all, Scott here, and I can't wait to finally head to this game controller issues meeting I just found out about.
Yeah, I heard that pretty bad.
Now I know there were a lot of people who would just get on a Club Nintendo survey and do the unthinkable. A lot of users didn't care about giving true, wholehearted feedback on games and just wrote gibberish to get through the dozen or so questions these surveys would ask. I personally didn't feel right doing that and actually gave real answers on Club Nintendo. But sometimes I get pretty lazy and just write the bare minimum. What did you think about this game? It's pretty good. Why did you buy this game? It's pretty good. Where did you buy this game? It's pretty good. I'd say one of the most Retro Bit Generations thing the Retro Bit Generations does is with the game Varth, an arcade game with a tall vertical display. This is how it looks on the console. Huh. Could have displayed it like this, guys. Now I have to change my entire display setup to play a game that already runs like piss. Used to be able to walk into a Walmart, shove your hand into the video game's bargain bin, and pull out, oh, well, my evening set. Chicken shoot. After manure, it's the first thing I think of when I hear the word shit. This is such a nothing game. There's nothing that fun or remarkable about it. The Nazis did do some crazy stuff with gravity, though.
Carried some unusual munitions that canceled gravity when it detonated.
Oh, Hitler.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and raise your hand if you've been waiting for the Xbox One X for 3 hours at the wrong store. Yeah, I didn't pick up an Xbox One X, but I did pick up a few games, and yup, I finally bought into consumerism, which isn't that big of a deal. I'm a pretty big pushover. I'll buy into anything a store associate tells me to.
Paper or plastic?
Oh, I don't need anything.
Really, sir? Everybody needs a bag.
I'm a fucking maniac, and I just can't help it, so I'm not looking forward to Black Friday this year. I mean, they had printers for $20 last year, and I'm a sucker I can't resist. Hey y'all, Scott here. Big day if you don't have much going on. Microsoft and Sony have decided, out of the kindness of their hearts, they are releasing video game consoles. You heard it here third. Video game consoles, that's video game consoles with a G in there somewhere, are launching to success, is what I'd say if you could actually buy them. Let's go to our Scott on the field. Scott? Scott, it's launch day of the brand new consoles, or as some video game fans have coined it, today. It's a big deal, taking into consideration all the video game console players out there. Roughly 3% of the population cares. Many fans have expressed disdain in the limited supply of consoles. You can barely find any in store. Well, Scott, that's pretty crazy. Did you nab any of the consoles?
No.
Okay. There's a tornado warning tonight. More on that tomorrow. I've been working with my current tax guy for the past 3 years, and just this June, he decided to ask me, what exactly do you do? The GameCube's like Van Gogh. It really started to get recognition after its death, and the PS2 and original Xbox are more so like Pogs. Popular at the time, not as loved these days.
Congratulations! That was the first use of that analogy ever!
Just take a blurry picture off screen and that'll get people talking. You see, I like looking at these contents right here, you know, the ideas behind these rumors. The problem is the people who want these things to seem believable think it's believable for people to take pictures like this. Oh, the Foundation for Recent Murderees, a charity benefiting those who have recently been murdered. That's a great cause! Death is the most common cause for death, so to bring awareness to that and to help those who have recently died should be more than enough for charity work. Well, with the Christmas season approaching, I definitely want to give those who are less fortunate gifts. The problem is, I have nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm gonna show you around the internet and show you all the cool things, people, and places that make it radical. Oh look, if it isn't our old colleague, Dr. USB. So Dr. USB, huh? Like one of these?
What are you doing?
Here, we're picking up my anonymous friend Joe Robertson, who has opted to have his identity concealed in this vlog, which I happily agreed to. Here, we've arrived at Joe Robertson's home address, 8730 Waterville Swanton Road, Waterville, Ohio.
Ever feel like screaming to the world that A, you're sick of its garbage, or B, that you're way into alcohol? Guilty as charged. That's why we have so much alcohol paraphernalia in our frat house. For example, here we have a poster of The Hangover Part 2 Wikipedia article. I'm just gonna sit over here, and I'm gonna use the tried and true cop and munch tactic. That's N with an N. Wow, now that's what I call consumption. Hey Will, I watched the 2006 movie Aragon last night. And? I fear hell twice as hard now, which is why I'm totally gonna follow number 3 on our list. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner.
I was on such a good streak until last night. That commandment's so hard to follow.
Wait a second, Will. I can smell atheism from a mile away.
You know me so well, Scott, you dopey galoot.
Go to hell, Will.
I plan on it.
Here's a little trick telling you how long to put something into the microwave for. Take your age, divide it by 2, multiply it by 4, and divide by 2 again, and that's how long it'll take for this sucker to be ready. I've also heard another old wives' tale about putting classical music next to the microwave as your meal's preparing, and the food will come out smarter. Me personally, I couldn't care less. I'm gonna love this meal regardless of how fucking stupid it comes out.
Most video games are mass-produced. You're not gonna have a hard time finding New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on launch day, so if you pre-ordered it, get over there. If that game wasn't available at Best Buy at launch,
the simulation's crumbling. You can pretty much make anything now. We're gonna increase the difficulty. Chicken pot pie!
You can't fit chicken in that!
I've been chipping away at my bucket list lately. Now all I've gotta do is have an irrational desire.
PSP. It's like a nut you can play with outside.
I want that.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and do I ever have a beef with the National Calendar Society? Months are opinions, not statements, so welcome to the month of Bluth. You see, I was always bummed by the fact there weren't a lot of holidays leading up to Christmas. December is just a month of filler with a climax at the very end, so I've effectively moved the first 23 days of Christmas into its own month Bluth with tons of new holidays. Today just so happens to be Why Is Scott Wearing That Hat Day. Hey f***er, you like chess? Yeah! And I hate pointing! Introducing Wii Chess, finally, chess you can't feel. Wanna play chess and nothing else? Yeah, what does it look like? I like pointing? Introducing Wii Chess, the only chess game on Wii called Wii Chess. Featuring a pre-existing engine and acting like it's a major feature when in reality using a pre-existing engine is a lot easier than making a brand new one from scratch and acting like it's a big feature on the back of the box. Pointing. Introducing Wii Chess, it's perfect if you want to try new things. But hey, get this.
Excellent. Guess what's coming your way? A new tip.
Incentives! Hey y'all, Scott here, and... Whoops. I left this milk out for the past week, but I haven't opened it until now, so it's still brand new. It's probably fine. Holy shit, that was rotten, but how could it have been that way? It was new!
New Super Mario Bros. The back of Yoshi's head is more iconic than Warren Harding, my favorite 29th president of the United States. I can easily tell you all the playable characters in Mario Kart 64, but who the f*** was the 28th president? I don't know. The soundtrack has some incredibly memorable tunes.
Ah shit, it was Woodrow Wilson. The 3DS has lived an incredibly full life, but I'm glad Nintendo decided to kill it off. That means all of their development efforts can go towards the Switch, and that means we get more games for the Switch. I think it's ready. Might as well test it out by cleaning some forks.
Of course, there was also the great Nintendo Switch cartridge tasting phenomenon. Somebody discovered that each of these game cards had an incredibly better taste to them. Well, that's one point against the Switch. The PS4 was great with this stuff.
It's fine. Console redesigns can be a real make it or break it moment for us when it comes to actually deciding whether or not to buy a console. And they can also help a console retain relevancy and not fade away like a fad. Like the Tamagotchi or leprosy. Me personally, I have 3 major deciding factors on picking up a console redesign or not. Yeah, checks out. Please keep in mind, when I say a certain game is my game of the year, it is solely based on my opinion, and it could be for a variety of different reasons. Which game was the most fun, which game was the most impressive, which game was the most groundbreaking. It really changes from year to year what constitutes as a game of the year for me. And also, there's a reason why these posters are plastered around the neighborhood. Please don't take me seriously. Hey y'all, Scott here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is mere gallons away from releasing. Being an enhanced port of one of the best Mario Karts ever made, and fixing almost every problem the original had, one may ask, is this the pinnacle of Mario Kart on the Nintendo Switch? No, it's not good enough. It's never good enough.
As more and more systems were coming out, you had to be clear as day what system your game was for. In Japan, Game Boy boxes were slightly different, but were generally labeled as Game Boy in the corner. I mean, they weren't as loud as they were over here. The Game Boy logo is so big on our boxes, it's like they were expecting consumers to refuse to believe this was on Game Boy.
Oh,
be?
Let's press start and jump immediately into a game. It wouldn't be me playing a Sonic game on the Genesis without an immediate jump into gameplay. Who am I? This isn't right. A Genesis Sonic game you can save your progress in? Have the past 3 years been a lie? I don't know where I am, but I have the sudden urge to not have sex.
How is the Wii so tainted with this junk, and why did people buy it? Anybody who supported this kind of shovelware shouldn't exist. They should be exiled from being a thing. Whoever bought shovelware should disappear.
Mario 64 was the flagship title, the reason you wanted to buy a Nintendo 64 if Pilot Wings was sold out. Popping this cartridge in and turning it on.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Oh my god, he has a face?
More fun to see the boxer that's drawn on with Sharpie. It really puts you in the shoes of the last person who owned the game. Like, how did you lose the box art? However, the system with a menu setup and pre-installed software I remember the most fondly will always be the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah!
So where's our lawyer?
It says here in the court document that our lawyer is me.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Great, the f***ing person's gonna be our lawyer.
Guys, I was there throughout the entire thing. I know what happened. And plus, representing yourself in court always works out. Like, and even...
Sony, our favorite little corporation. They're making the PlayStation 2. How could they dare to get anything but 5 knee slaps?
Please don't. It's not like I have trouble doing anything like that. I'm more of a recreational virgin anyways. I can get married whenever I want. Watch.
911, what's your emergency?
Please? F*** me. I went to the party store and picked up anything and everything I could find that was party related.
The Wii? GameCube support, the whole 9 yards, 4 controller ports, and 2 memory card slots. To the 80-year-olds who bought a Wii for Wii Sports, I'm sure these ports horrified them. Of course, it doesn't work with the Game Boy Player. As a kid, I was adamant these two could connect in some way, and because of that, my picture's still up at Nintendo customer support.
Yeah, what are RPGs again?
I don't know, a gun?
Do I at least have a chance to explain myself?
This is America, so no!
This isn't America, this is Ohio!
I got you all gifts.
Is it a cure for 0-degree burns?
Oh, even better. Listen, take them, open them up, and let me know when you guys forget that you were totally murdered a few months back.
What is this?
We got American Idol on PS2. It's $2.99, of course it blew. Karaoke Revolution with no microphone, that might be fun. DJ banding Guitar Hero, just the games, price point 0. Games are games, ignore the fuss. FIFA there and everywhere, 99 cents, that's not even fair. Skylanders, it was just a phase. I turned these copies into a maze. Lego Dimensions, that really exists? I guarantee you, it was a miss. Games that are the anti-ass. Just take paddleboard, you swine. Play it before it goes offline. Madden 16, 17, 18. Not as good as 08, pretty blatantly. But who cares? It's at a great price. Presents that'll make anybody say nice. Gifts with value and some class. It's a bargain in Christmas. Yeah.
What the f***? Well, I think it's a good time to make my speech. The holiday season is one of the greatest yet most stressful times of the year, whether it's because of money problems or getting murdered. It's easy to forget the true purpose of Christmas time. It's to set aside our differences and enjoy the company of each other, to express gratitude and empathy to those truly special in your life and to those in need, regardless of any differences that separate us all. This event is in support of the Foundation of Recent Murderies. My colleagues, Terry Lessler, Jeb Jab, Rex Mose, and Wendy's employee were all recently murdered and are now in recovery. I truly cannot think of a greater pain to endure. Maybe gout. I propose a toast. This event had a single sponsor, being Ice Mountain Mini Bottled Water. When you're thirsty but not that thirsty, Ice Mountain Mini Bottled Water available now. So please, raise an ounce. To you. Merry Christmas. Jesus, that tastes small.
This was my childhood GameCube memory card. Yeah, I got the Mad Cat 16X, not the official Nintendo produced one. These came with carrying cases. It's so much better. Oh man, I wish each P had a sock. You can't even turn into a statue in its basic form. Now, you can find a variant where you do turn into a statue by performing a ground pound. Thanks. The Boomerang Flower appears as a new power-up, and it's just a worse version of the Fire Flower. Thanks. If you die a lot, you get the Invincibility Leaf. It's the Tanuki suit, but you're invincible.
thanks! And then if you die a lot, you get the P-Wing, where it just completes the level for you. Great feature. You should buy it because there are meaningful experiences to have on there. If the games on that platform are already available on the platform you already have, you don't need the new console. But Sackboy has a 5 on the box now. I said don't buy the console, you can buy the games. You ever have that fear? You just got this expensive thing you really wanted, and on the way from the store to the parking lot, you're worried that somebody's gonna steal it from you, or you're gonna drop the box and it's gonna break? That happened to me. Aww. Hundreds of dollars wasted, worst launch ever. Might as well try another one. Oh, they got goulash in this? Damn it, it uses onions. I already used my whole 2/3 onion already. Well, you know what they say, if you can't make goulash, give up. Oh, Scott here. Why didn't you tell me about pencils? This is great. Consider me a newborn fan. I'm sold. I don't even have to think about the next pencil I buy because I already pre-bought all of them. I should have waited for reviews. Holidays are almost here, this season where new games, systems, and experiences are abundant. Everywhere you look, there's something new to play, and not only that, but so many games released throughout the year I missed are crazy cheap. There's really no excuse right now not to play what this year had to offer. Fuck you, I'm playing Wii Chess. It's almost always a good thing when a delay occurs, even if it stings a bit. But, as somebody who watches the video game industry like a hawk, I can sense things. My 5 senses are at dangerous levels. You ever see me taste lemonade? This is Pheasant's Forever Wing Shooter, featuring pheasant, quail, duck, turkey, and grouse. Grouse?
I think this is gearing me up for real-life girls!
You're learning from the best. We know what girls want.
Air. Yeah, you're nearing passable levels of speed dating.
Oh, what? I'm not good enough yet?
Replace not with really not and you'll be closer.
You did bleed all over me.
Hey, is this the place?
Not now!
I'm now certified.
Leap year this year.
It's December. Oh, food's here.
What is this?
They're ribs! I thought we were getting a corn dog. These are nature's corn dogs.
I can't eat ribs. I'm not hungry. And vegan.
Oh, come on, somebody has to. I ordered the economy size.
These are the best ways to play these classic games. And 1 and 2 are only available on mobile. The Sonic CD remaster came out on consoles. I don't know what the deal with 1 and 2 are. Yes, the best versions of Sonic 1 and 2 deserve the best place to play them. A fucking phone. Now, Sonic 1 and 2 were actually originally released on mobile years before they were updated to be the Christian Whitehead versions. Yeah, these weren't great. Sonic Spinball was originally on the App Store, but was later delisted. Damn it! I know all these games are totally different, but it's so many games in a row that have the same mechanic. And I know that makes me sound really...
Anything that's not made by Nintendo is bullshit.
Hopefully they ease up on censorship as well. Riddle me this, Nintendo! Why can't I name my character Mr. Ass, but I can look up dead dogs on the Wii U's web browser?
I've gone this whole time without showing any form of dairy. Nice observation, me. I've actually been using this time to read up on an old family recipe to bake my own milk for this very moment. That's probably it. Ah, where's the rewind button?
Man, yeah, we were pre-game at the homeless shelter early today, and then we went to pick up later on the side of the road. It was great. Well, I donated blood in the car. It was great.
Hey guys, condoms, right?
Why aren't you f***ing?
Oh, damn it, Dr. Gero's name is copyrighted?
Run.
Well, that was E3 1997, but I think this event deserves a bit more of a look-see. You see, Sega had a wide variety of sports games available in 1997, but no football. They tackled it with the NFL 2K series a few years later, but why wouldn't they make a football game in 97? A classic case of development hell, that's why. You see, I have this theory that Sega Sports was working on a football game to be released in 97, but it kept on getting delayed and delayed due to the sheer girth of the project until it eventually got cancelled due to the incompetency of the developers in 2006, and then our friendly neighborhood EA picked up the rights to the groundbreaking Sega Football 98, retooled the year to 08, and changed it to EA's own franchise. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I shock the world and reveal the missing Sega Sports game in 1997 turned out to be... could it have been anything else? It takes a fair amount of time until the psychological horror elements nudge their ways in, and that allows the game to create this sense of trust with the player. By the time everything's about to go down, I feel like most players were like, yup, this is my game. I'm totally gonna date the shit out of Jesus Christ! Escape the Museum. This really hits home.
I gotta get out of here!
Apparently this game has strong language and violence. Language? I mean, there's some words you might see on CBS from time to time, but nothing you couldn't say in a church parking lot. Violence?
Yeah, this left an impression on me. I know, it's the first new Bethesda IP in over 2 decades. That's why people are excited, but they didn't show anything except for space. It's like if Nintendo announced ARMS like this. Like, what the hell does that mean? See, that's one thing the Game Boy and the Atari Lynx have in common. The only limited edition of the Lynx was exactly this, but I prefer it to all the Game Boy editions because this one is the Marlboro edition. You ever ask anybody how they got hooked on cigarettes? Yeah, the Lynx. Hey y'all, Scott here. Ever since the beginning of time in November of 2003, mankind has asked one question. Why is there only one game called Mario Kart Double Dash? It's a title that fits most game releases. However, after a painstaking 20 minutes of research, I think I finally cracked the code on why there's only one game called Mario Kart Double Dash. We got 2 trademarks on this title. See, if Nintendo didn't monopolize the industry, we would have like 9 games called that by now. And here we have the college essentials. One day into staying inside a cave and only playing WiiWare games, and I'm feeling great. I packed some milk to help sustain myself so I can really take on anything. F*** this sentence. You know, if you think about it, we don't have it that bad. Like, imagine if we were fish right now. Like, f*** we have it good. F***ing end the channel already! Hey y'all, Scott here. Listen, I've come up with the perfect scheme to nab myself a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. All I have to do is waddle around, knock on as many college guys' dorms as I can, hollering, "Did somebody order a pizza?" Little do they know, the only pizza I have is a hankering to steal a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Hopefully I can at least nab one copy. I don't know what happened, I just kind of blacked out and here I am. Alright, we're talking politics. It's your favorite honor, and today we're gonna be settling this right now. Does Mario Kart 64 control poorly or alright? Yes. With that said, on a grading scale of A to F, I give Star Fox 0 a solid non-very good. Ah, that's where the deathy aftertaste came from. I should really work on my thumb placement more. Hey y'all, Scott here.
Yes!
What?
Oh, before every therapy session I make predictions. I nailed that one. I'm really good at reading people. Just like, you're not pregnant.
How did you know?
Oh, I just kind of get this stuff. They call me the human pregnancy test in high school.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Listen, I hate things, and that includes clutter. Clutter scares the piss out of me, and I'm ready to get it out of my life ASAP and quickly. Jesus! You see, this is what I'm talking about. The whole concrete matter thing has been a fad for eons, and I'm ready to call it quits. Those are just a few compilations. Definitely some of the cooler titles you can nab for your collection. I left the s'mores maker on. I deliberately left this one out to avoid this from happening. Bowser, he's giving me 20 coins out of pity.
Man, I'd love that. That'd be like treating me like it's my birthday.
When is your birthday?
January 26, 1997.
9 months after Arbor Day? That's a weird coincidence.
Oh, it's no coincidence.
Everyone has one, just take a look.
Madden 2001. Society peaked in 1988 with the release of John Madden's football.
I sure do love Madden 07.
Seriously, like, have you even lived if you've never experienced Madden 2002 on the Game Boy Advance?
Madden 09.
Madden 06 on the PS is the future.
It's all Madden, and it's another one for a reason. We out here ready to play some Madden 19, am I right? You ain't played Madden NFL 2007, babe.
Madden 11 on Wii.
Madden 05, PETA approved.
Madden 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube.
John Madden football.
I love Madden 07 more than I love my child.
It just makes me feel all warm and culty on the inside. Then the special cup unlocks and you can play the final cup in the game, just kidding. Now you have to go back and complete all the cups again, but now collecting at least 100 coins overall. And that way you unlock the extra cups, which are filled with the tracks from Super Mario Kart. Man, measles are sounding pretty good right now.
You got incredibly depressed over the announcement of a game in a series that you aren't even a huge fan of to begin with in the first place.
That's right.
Who the f*** is this guy?
But if you decide to rough it out for days on end, it makes it more of an adventure. It gives you more of a story to tell. I will never do this ever again, but rushing home to finally pop in the game and play it for hours on end until the break of dawn, that's an experience you can't get often, and when it happens, you may be sleep deprived, but it's the memorable kind of sleep deprivation. But easily, my biggest takeaway is, their speech doing that bad. Hey, based on my indecision on whether to make this a game show or a talk show, we have a caller. You're on the air.
Hey Scott, long-time caller, first-time listener.
Leaky Steve? Our leaker on the field? What are you doing here?
I can't help myself, man. I'm gonna start leaking if I can't help myself. Oh no, here I go again.
Wait a minute, Leaky Steve. Are you sending us an exclusive leak? Sure am. Now I trust you with every potential leak, Leaky Steve, but I think you're gonna have to prove yourself to our loyal audience.
Alright, fine. Just in case you guys don't trust me, here's a picture of my foot to prove that I'm real.
Is this how all leakers take pictures?
I better scram. I've shown too much, but I'll send you that leak eventually.
Christ, I'm mental.
Hey y'all, Scott here. It's time to kick back, relax, get your heart rate questionably low, because today, I'm gonna be showing you what happens when drywall and video games come together.
Video games are pretty cool. They got polygons and they were a waste of $40.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and if you could excuse me, I'm playing a mobile game. Yep, today's just another one of those 3D Cartoon Land Safari kind of days. I just wish I could play these kind of games on my picture box. If only. Whoa! I didn't know irrelevancy could take the form of concrete matter! Guys, I am the target demographic for a microconsole. Just grab your nearest Merriam-Webster's dictionary and turn to the page with the definition for microconsole Fireman on it. You'll find my picture right then and there.
Steel Diver Sub Wars was ousted through these means alongside NES Remix for the Wii U. The sequel to Steel Diver was leaked through the Australian classification website. Now, I don't usually get pissed about things leaking. This was an exception. But just because I start barking at the game, that doesn't mean it can't bark back if you're not doing so hot. It makes sure you know.
What's wrong with you? Don't you want to see titties?
Yeah.
My goal is to make the greatest homecoming dance ever with just as much no sex as I remember, but I can't do it all myself, which is why we hired a professional planner.
Sir, you won't regret your choice. With me planning, this is gonna be the best funeral ever.
Bitch. Well, let's finally get to actually playing the game. I'll be rocking out on the version included in the Mega Man Legacy Collection on the Nintendo Switch specifically. Now, a major problem with this version is that it has a feature that's a forbidden fruit, if you will, the rewind button. I'm going to hell. But I'll be dead in the grave if somebody ever catches me playing Call of Duty on the DS. Oh, the past 9 minutes? No, of course I wasn't playing Call of Duty on the DS. I was just scratching 2 brownies with a toothpick. Why would I be playing Call of Duty on the DS? I would look like an idiot. But I know Sonic on Genesis, alright? There's always some garbage they threw in here that makes absolutely no sense. So I'm gonna be extra diligent and try to find something they messed up. This game. This game! Hey y'all, Scott here. I just got back from an art auction and I'm really excited to finally have such a pristine piece of art in my home. Something people look at and say, oh shit, I just realized this is the box art for Wario World. I'd probably give 3D World a solid 7.5 out of 10, but I have to wholeheartedly love it because there's no true 3D Mario game on the horizon. Ah, yeah, that's a thing. Hey y'all, Scott here. I'll take that as a sign. I should subscribe to some boxes. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to waste money. Now, I've dipped my toes into wasting money by buying a PS4 Pro, but I think it's time to get mega reckless. I'll just look up how to waste money. Oh, it redirected me to lootcrate.com. Eating the apple by hitting buttons with your face can get really competitive playing with the guys. F you. You.
Hey man, listen, corporate makes us do this every year, but this is just a little manager evaluation form. You just fill it out, let them know how I'm doing, you know.
Alright. Is your manager manipulative?
I'd say no to that if I were you. Hey, looks like we got some trade-ins coming in. Knock them dead.
Alright, total trade-in value is gonna be $10.50.
Well, I got this Skylanders for the Wii U. How much is it now?
$10.48. So it doesn't matter who wins this console generation, because we've gotten and will continue to get stellar titles from all of the big three. But don't take my word for it. That's why we're going to be looking at a reporter on the field, Reporty Jim, who is currently reporting on the console war grounds. How's it looking down there, Reporty Jim? I need to stop sending people to cover wars. It's just kind of annoying when you do super well on all tracks but one. I don't know how most people can wake up in the morning knowing Vanilla Lake 1 exists. I'm bad at that track, just let me get 5th place and move on. Playing through the Grand Prix is like playing with a paddleball backwards. What's interesting about the Ms. Pac-Man unit is pole position is controlled by twisting the head of the joystick. I didn't know that as a kid, and when I tried playing the game, the car would never move. Now, how did I never know that, considering there are multiple signs showing that this is how you control pole position?
Oh, hey, it's my friend. I don't know how I didn't realize I just twist the joystick in pole position. I was just a kid. Leave me alone.
I hate my parents.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and damn it! I own Sonic Jam! It's a pretty rare game, but I don't want to be known as the guy who owns Sonic Jam when I'm dead. If you tell somebody you collect video games, you are most definitely going to get the question, what's the rarest game you own? Come back to me on that one. And the launch, whether good or bad, is just a preview as to what's to come over the span of the console's life. That new generation smell is what makes console launches so great. The launch itself? It could be better. As you move along, however, the end dungeon bosses become more and more specific in terms of their weaknesses. You have to place bombs in the Dodongo's path for him to eat it, but you only have so many chances until you run out of bombs. Fucked. That's me, alright. You can go back and grind for bombs by constantly killing enemies, but moments like, fucked. That's me, alright, are aplenty in this game. Devil's Third. It wasn't that great, wasn't that bad either. It was just right. However, Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines Devil's Third as a 3 from GameSpot. F*** this game. Silly me, almost had an opinion there. Games that are pretty much unplayable in their current state, whether that means a game that was online multiplayer only and said online multiplayer has either been shut down for years or nobody's playing it, or the game is Glee Karaoke Revolution Volume 3. Yeah, I was surprised too when I pulled this off the shelf and saw the price. What? Hey y'all, Scott here. Poverty! No thanks. I have my favorite way to spend $1,000 right here, and it has all my favorite console games available on it. There are so many great console games to play here. I can play Sonic. Ready? I'm about to show you something terrifying. I already pissed myself.
You know what I like about Gex? Consistency.
Okay, can somebody pop in the game for me? I can't do it myself.
You knew that was gonna end up happening anyways.
I was worried that 3DS wasn't hammer resistant.
You're welcome.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Are your games too balanced? Do you suffer from not being a dirtbag enough? Want to commit video game adultery? Well, might I recommend cheat codes? Before I use cheat codes, I look like this. And look at me now. Cheat codes, what separated the men from the scumbags! Hey y'all, Scott here, and you caught me just tuning into my favorite 50s sitcom. It's the Shit Givers. Yep, that's not me. I really need to take a page out of the Shit Givers book and start giving a shit more. I want to be better than everybody else, so I decided to cut out fast food and to exercise more. Weirdly enough, it turned out the parking lot I threw Pop-Its in was to a gym. But then, right before I was about to sign up for a 1-month all-inclusive free trial, I decided I wouldn't waste all my money, and I'd bring the gym to me in the form of fitness-related video games. These games were incredibly prominent in the 7th generation of game consoles with the popularity of the Wii and the Kinect. Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome to 2014, where hitting my peak is just the start of what I can do. Thank God I finally found a use for my profit alert rope, because I predict that come 2017, Nintendo will release a home console handheld hybrid, alongside 3D Mario and Zelda games within the first year, and ridiculously expensive controllers. Predicting the future sure does boost an ego. The Nintendo Switch has potential to be one of the greatest systems of all time. It just needs to fix a few things. The eShop needs a better design, the overall quality of the online service needs to be improved, the releases of newer and older titles should be much more evened out, needs to refrigerate food better, kill 99.9% of germs, eat my vegetables, tell me ghost stories, drive my cousin to school, and if it does all that, then I think we have a winner on our hands. Hey y'all, Scott here. It's amazing to me that the Nintendo Switch is already 3 years old and they still haven't fixed the console's biggest issue. The T is backwards. I can't do this. Look at me, becoming one of the monsters I used to fight against. All in a day's work.
Ugh! Ugh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jesus Christ, sir! Sir, watch where you point that thing! Whoa! Whoa! Now is not the time to toke up! No! Toke it easy, sir! Toke it easy! Ah! Ah!
That nicotine fanboy was what made me leave the force that fateful day 4 hours ago. But the only way to stop that Dubemeister from running amok is to stop smoking. I have to put those 40 days worth of anti-drug talk in elementary school to shame. I must start smoking to stop smoking. It's about to smell like angst and a waste of money! I am going to be unstoppable in this form. Find me. I spent $250 on this system. For some reason, when it comes to gaming press conferences, the bar is immediately raised. They're not just some sap answering questions. We open up with an explosion, some guy comes out on stage yelling, "F you, here's Wario." You can't really have a game room without amassing a cornucopia of games and systems. And prior to 2013, I would constantly do the unthinkable and sell the games I wasn't playing anymore. Just add me to the list already. Grab It, featuring Ratchet & Clank. Oh sh**, there's a built-in light. This thing makes it way too easy to grab glass off of a shelf. Finally, I can grab glasses. Grab It is helping me fulfill my dream of being 25% closer to death. Hey y'all, Scott here. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a building, so I went to City Hall and pouted until they gave me what I wanted. Say goodbye to those human years because I am legally considered a building now, which means I can get reviewed on Yelp. Somebody said I need to work on my conversation starters. E3 1998, right? Hopefully you enjoyed that, and at this point I would like to ask you what your favorite and least favorite Final Smashes are, but those are opinions, and we can have opinions floating around here on the internet. Excuse me. Yellow.
Hey Scott, it's Exposition-y Tom here. Just wanted to see if you knew that people are allowed to have their own different opinions.
Wait, you're trying to tell me I can have an opinion outside of the Final Smashes and Smash Brothers?
You betcha.
Wow! Somebody should make an amendment about that. Hey all, Scott here. In my spare time, I like to pit two entities picked at random against each other. Let's see what the first fighter is. Okay, it's gonna be myself, guilty as charged. Let's see who's next. Okay, Gizmondo widescreen. I already compare myself enough to that every day. What's the category we're fighting in? This isn't even Gizmondo widescreen's first win. Hey y'all, Scott here. I could certainly go for a definition right about now. Well, ×3. Localize, to make or become local. Well, at least one of us found our calling today, and if you excuse me, I'm gonna be ordering a shipment of notebooks to localize for the Tucson, Arizona area so they can more clearly understand them. They just don't get it over there. I know, finally, someone's standing up for the people of Tucson, right? I bought new clothes! That's why they always call me New Clothes Scott. I love designs like this so much. I should go as far as possible with that love.
What kind of tattoo you want? Plaid.
Could've just gotten the Xbox controller. Yeah, Sonic 2 is really where the series started to get good in my opinion, and after seeing how it set the standard for video games released on a Tuesday, it made me want to do something just as monumental as that was. How about I'll go the rest of my life without verbs? From here on out, I will never use a verb. Damn it! And back then, you couldn't have a marketing campaign without a slogan and a jingle to go alongside it. No, something that's... Snake. Snake! What's the first thing you open when you... The womb! What's the first thing you open when you come home at night? Jars? Car door. My mouth. What are the answers? I said door! When I got time and a lust for blood, North American hunting extravaganza. Yes, hunting extravaganza. This is a fucking party! Video games are a tricky bunch, and development of them can be wild. I mean, how many times have you seen a developer interview where they say, yeah, it was pretty easy? But not all manuals were created equally. Keep in mind, this was the era of English, mistranslations, made-up plots, spelling errors, or just completely wrong statements. All par for the course when it came to NES manuals. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Congratulations! You now own the authentic Konami home version of Simon's Quest, one of Konami's many original arcade hits. Konami lied to me? Mega Man 1 is truly an absolute classic. Oh wait, is this game difficult? I think it is. Alright, let's do this. Mega Man 1's design philosophy half the time is to just throw a bunch of shit at you and tell you to suck it up.
Ata-san, Reggie-san, Miyamoto-san, and Aonuma-san, thank you very much. You've left me with a very important task, but I'll have to come back to your question in a second.
Nintendo thinks they're so slick by doing this whole, is it a launch title thing? Honestly, if it was like this, how big of a slap to the face would it be? Hey all, Scott here. It's been 4 years since I felt joy. The Nintendo Switch has worn me out so much during each and every one of its birth months. I can't look at a game called Snipperclips the same ever again. I'm ruined. Why is the Nintendo Switch not exciting me anymore? Why is the way I am the way I am? Why does this have a bitter aftertaste? Oh, that explains two things.
The Nintendo Switch is officially negative 1 year away from turning 3.
Hey y'all, Scott here. And don't mind me, just passing the time by spending money on passing the time. Wait a tick, I should be more relatable to the everyday common man. I should be a poverty.
This blows! As you can see, I'm bunkered in somebody's attic here due to me going through a little phase I like to call homeless. Yeah, I got two options here. Either I can go forth with some classic Ponzi schemes, or I can die in the streets due to hypothermia. Yeah, I know it's July, but I'm a poverty now, so anything's possible and probable. I think I'm gonna go with option C, gaming on a budget. At least 4 families die each year due to their infant child spending too much on microtransactions, so it's important to budget wisely when it comes to games. So I'm gonna give myself $60 and see just how much I can get with that kind of money. I deliberately left this one out to avoid this from happening.
Hey y'all, 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 Scott here. Hey y'all, Scott here, and yeah, welcome to New Location McGee, as she likes to be called it. Old Location McGee and I had a bit of a falling out. Well, at least we have so much more room for activities. And the ambiance of this place is crazy. This is the first time I've ever experienced what charm smells like, and it smells a whole lot like piss.
A bunch of demos and trailers are included. I really love that these demo discs help preserve high quality versions of all these old game trailers. If it weren't for the demo discs, we'd have to rely on whatever IGN put up on their website 15 years ago. Casino Night Zone is the big debut of Sonic's favorite pastime, debt.
I hate rumors. Ever since the dawn of time, they've been used to spoil major reveals, and ever since they've been primarily used to get the attention of Nintendo fans, such as this one, Nintendo's lineup for 2021. This one's fake. This is an eye exam.
And spoiler alert, let's just get this one out of the way. I am just no good at this game. Oh god. And with that being said,
I can't help but admire the fact that these bundles help bring in new customers that may not have experienced these games otherwise. Wait. I mean, f these things. Okay, and oh. Yeah, I got invited to a dinner party by Chet Shaft. He used to be my manager when I worked at Games on a Shelf, and then I quit / ran the store out of business. I think I put this with all the other letters I don't want to deal with.
Before we get out of here, I'm feeling queasy in the most negative way possible. Is that something I said? You see, it's elusive because nobody bought it. Ooh. Huh. Well, before anybody gets angry over that comment, here's my official response. Just kidding! Rage 2 update, Wolfenstein Youngblood and Cyberpilot coming soon. Yeah, we know.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Words! He said words! Since it needs Wi-Fi to operate, you don't get a game card with the set. Instead, you have to download a free app off the eShop, which means anybody can get in on the fun, even if you don't buy the physical set.
Oh yeah, I got Mario Kart Live.
Show us the card.
Didn't account for that question.
What if I get the collector's edition and don't download the game before April?
Oh yeah, I have Fire Emblem downloaded.
Show us the f***ing card!
Hey y'all, Scott here. It's 40-odd-90, and kids these days have it so easy. They only have to walk 20 miles in the snow to go to school. Oh yeah, well I had to battle leprosy. My favorite food is no indoor plumbing. It's pretty tough living in this time period, so hopefully in the future they'll have bathrooms and flying cars and Mario Power Tennis with motion controls.
Mario Tennis!
I'll take 2 out of 3.
I created some other characters here, including a girl. I named her Impact because I always had a thing for that font. Such a great font, so bold, so fun, always use it when you want attention. I always wished I'd find somebody who was just as iconic as Impact.
Yeah, okay, I want to f a font, who doesn't? So yes, as a game, Wii Music is pretty bad. As an application, it's incredibly flawed, but it did its job for a handful of people. Regardless, it's still hard for me to let that song selection slide. Who the hell looked at this thing and said, oh shit, Daydream Believer by the Monkees?
Well, Lincoln, we had a good run. But your time has come, and it's time to send you off like any other pet.
What better way to mourn the loss of a loved one than to fully replace them?
I bought a backup. A hedgehog. Look at him. I can't wait to be a better Lincoln dad to him. I won't kill him. I'll treat him like any pet should be treated. I have a unicorn now. A new chia pet means a new packet of chia seeds, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to pour some on my head to live a day in their shoes. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna feel so... 3 pets died and my foot hurts today, but I have one last shot to make things right, because I will start to raise Daniel from Karate Kid. For sake.
New Super Mario Brothers Me. God, I thought these Technos were gonna be way more interesting than they turned out. Holy sh! Look at all the ping pong balls! Now I gotta get an original Xbox. Next up is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, a game that I obviously hate. Hey, I went on for 7 minutes on why it isn't perfect. If I say anything good about the game, I'd obviously be a giant hypocrite. To that I say, that wasn't me, guys. I swear my YouTube channel was hacked. Now that I'm able to say some good things, this game is phenomenal.
Okay guys, 1 versus 3 minigame. We're up against the 8. He's bowling, we're the pins. You guys stay put, I'll jump around as a distraction.
So was that your plan, or just one of those stupid f***ing ideas you always seem to have?
Then Launch Base Zone happens, kind of similar to Marble Garden Zone for me, where it was a bit more frustrating than fun. Not hard by any means, just both of those stages were the only ones where I said what I say every morning.
Where am I?
Calamari Desert is easily the coolest one. It has a train. It's like, compared to most humans, Calamari Desert will always have that going for it. Alright, so now it's time to play Plinko. I just have to drop this puck and see if it, oh!
I did it! I'm a genius! I'm ready to go back and say that answer!
For $10,000, what was the second question in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition for PlayStation 1?
Regardless, it was releasing in 1995, so get your face ready. I don't ever think of these things. Nobody does. I didn't think too many of these multi-packs existed until I realized one of the most famous products of all time is a multi-pack.
Bic?
A lot of people were either just getting into gaming or getting back into gaming around that, so to rely heavily on previous titles wasn't gonna cut it. The Sonic continuity was too much to handle. Now this is a good starting point.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Oh god, this is gonna sound so mean. I'm sorry if this comes off as negative. This redesign fucking reeks.
Nintendo taught me it's okay to be self-conscious about my appearance, since they obviously were with a 3DS after changing it like 12 times. It's easy to see why these games went viral. They all have elements that make them easily understandable, interesting, or entertaining to watch others play. But does that make them automatically good games?
Alright, so did I do it? Did I prove that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is different enough to warrant a discussion on its own and it's just not Mario Kart 8 again? I'll take that as a no. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I don't get new shoes and the universe collapses on itself. At least I'll know this for next time.
Well, we're off to a rip-roaring start. I went to the local carryout and I picked up some classic Mario Bros. Cigarettes. And I'm just gonna give these a solid huff, and a puff, and a blow. Yeah, getting myself to smoke is proving to be a bit more challenging than I initially thought. So, to trick myself, I'm going to wrap my cigarette in this piece of cheese. Oh, God. I rented out a fog machine, so we get the ambiance of getting slashed on nicotine. Woo-wee! These fumes were made for smoking. There's the frauds. You see them at the store and think, oh, that's looking pretty good. Pull it off the shelf and weep.
There's something wrong with my WarioWare. Next up, we have channels that need no introduction. The Forecast channel. The News channel. Okay, news and forecasts are no more. No wonder nothing's happened the past few years. What the hell? I do not know what happened there, so whatever. Let's just forget Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops and go back to playing some Madden now. Ah! All my copies of Madden away have been Vitale.
Alright everybody, you can stop with the comments. I'm finally gonna take a look at Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops.
So Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops is what I would personally consider to be an all-time hooping classic. It's definitely the pinnacle of the Dick Vitale related Genesis games with Awesome Baby in the title.
Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops. What's all that about?
Dick Vitale's awesome baby College Hoops has a lot of unseen and unused content in it.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another brand new episode of The Completionist, where today I'm gonna complete Dick Vitale's awesome baby College Hoops.
Hey y'all, Scott here. You ever love a game so much that other people say is basically the bubonic plague? I've been there. And I'm here to combat those people by stripping that word of all negativity. I love Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This shit is bubonic! Like Sonic Heroes, you get 2 full stages here. It's almost as long as Sonic Forces. I wonder what the 3DS character select screen looks like now with all the DLC characters. Holy shit. Who needs vision anyways? Hey y'all, Scott here. Apparently my input on wars throughout history is extremely important, so it finally makes sense why after the French Revolution in most history textbooks it just says, but what would Scott think? Hey y'all, Scott here, and it's finally time to put my logic to the test with my brand new advice column. Dear Scott, people constantly make fun of my eyebrows. What should I do? God, I hate facial hair. Get rid of them. Dear Scott, not advice, just a question. Have you ever killed somebody? No. Dear Scott, which is better, Super Mario Odyssey or The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Oh, thank God you asked that. I had no idea how I was gonna fill the next 20 minutes. Dear Scott, how do I ensure my party won't get stopped by the cops? Invite them! Dear Scott, my favorite grocery store's been shut down. Where should I get my food now? Definitely not Big Lots, but hey, if you want me to never turn my back on you, then go for it. Dear Scott, what should my senior prank be this year? 40 turtles, Viagra, freshman hallway. Dear Scott, my cat's not doing too well. What should I do? Nothing, dude. Cats are like furry cockroaches. They can literally survive anything. Like, I could probably eat a cat and it would probably survive. Dear Scott, I really like this girl, but don't know how to tell her. What should I say? Here we have my 3 patented, guaranteed success rate, non-stick pickup lines. Favorite barnyard animal? I'll have sex with you if you have sex with me. Fuck, mommy. Dear Scott, can we hang out? Sure, I have unlimited time for the next 45 minutes. Dear Scott, I really want to get into more politics. Where do I start? The only thing I know about politics is the president of Russia's name is Vlad the Impaler. Dear Scott, my favorite restaurant is Waffle House. What's wrong with me? Not much. The only problem with that place is I know a fair amount of people that told me they've been murdered there, so watch your back. And with that, that is the end of my advice columnist days, and if you excuse me, I'm gonna try and find another job.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, hi, I was wondering if you guys are taking applications?
Virtual Boy's marketing was bizarre. Many commercials portrayed it as a B-movie monster with the player running away from it. Reverse psychology, not a bad idea.
Oh, don't buy the Virtual Boy. You'll fucking hate it. Seriously, don't buy it. It'll kill you. For the love of God, don't buy it!
Yeah, there's just not a lot of background to this one. It's a Mario Kart that came out. Well, that's 1 point for Super Circuit. Oh, this is a close one. An update to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, also known as Scott's Big Bathroom Break. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, including content and characters. Aw, hell yeah! As somebody who doesn't know how to play chess, I know exactly what my first move in Wii Chess is gonna be. You use the D-pad to move your pieces in Wii Chess. Oh man, I can't wait till Wii Chess comes out in the States and I can use the Wii Remote's pointer. I should have gone into fishing instead. Everybody's a bit more accepting of murder, which could only mean one thing. Halloween is here! It's just, it doesn't really feel like it to me. The calendar may be screaming October, but my body's screaming March. I guess it's because I haven't really been scared yet this month. And of all months, October is prime piss yourself season. I just want to get scared, but it's just not happening. Look, my hand's been bleeding this entire time. It's doing nothing for me. Maybe I've just grown out of Halloween, which really blows. I love this season. Last year, to prove my passion for the holiday, I tried to get the copyright to pumpkins, but all they could give me was gourds. I just need to try. I can't let Halloween lose all of its flavor. I need to get scared by something, anything.
Need a quick piss-me-up? Consider breaking and entering this haunted house.
Huh. I don't know, that seems a little too by the numbers for me.
People who talk about stupid Nintendo games, beware.
Now we're talking! That's the perfect way to scare the piss. And out of me as well! Yeah, this seems like the place. Of course you could play this with the family with all the saucy questions removed. Still, it's a great way to accidentally let the truth out.
If you woke up in bed with a giant tarantula next to you, how would you react?
My daughter's adopted. The general consensus on this one is that it was okay. Not perfect, but definitely a step in the right direction compared to the last 2 games. Interesting way to say it ruined my lunch. I'm still not way into Call of Duty, but I do think it's pretty neat to look back and see exactly what corners were cut to get these things running on the Wii. But hey, what do I know? Just to reiterate how unqualified I am to be critiquing or even talking about the Call of Duty franchise, let's take a look at my resume. I am going fucking nowhere. I really do enjoy this course, just like how I enjoy Mushroom Gorge, the title of my bedroom. That doesn't mean the impact of a press conference never leaks out into the public's opinion. Sometimes they can be so good or so bad that, yeah, word will spread around, but most of the time... What do you think of EA's press conference in 2018? What the? We take on the other 4 Robot Masters, and finally, it's Wily time. And very quickly, it's also end of game time, because Wily is fairly easy to take on. So that was Mega Man 1, and was beating it worth it? Yeah! Most of the time you have to pre-order the console to get it at launch, and I'm just not willing to make that commitment for something not launching with 1-2 Switch. But it makes me think, what would it be like if I bought some consoles at launch? Where would I be today if I bought a PlayStation Vita day 1?
Let's rank our cousins. Well, Betty stinks. That's great. That man was born to be a cousin. Gary, not worth the hype. Jeremiah, the definitive cousin experience. See, I am completely unbiased when it comes to critiques. If I can name my cousin Betty, surely you can take my opinion on the Virtual Boy to heart.
Oh my god! Welcome, welcome, welcome. And... did you hear that? Either I'm in a really shitty neighborhood, or it's Halloween. I can't tell you how excited I am for the season. I recently ate an entire fucking pumpkin in preparation, and I must say I'm definitely more pumpkin than man at this point. And I also followed the simple 9-step plan to affirm that I'm going to rake in the most possible trick-or-treaters this year. It's absolutely foolproof. I'm gonna be having kids camping outside my house for the midnight release of this whole Halloween thing.
911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I'll call you back later.
Every single copy of Madden 18 is gone from Target. I think we need to get You-Know-Who on the case.
Think it's worth his time?
Every single copy of Madden 18 is gone.
We got a mission for you.
I'm on it.
Officer Wolf. Steel Wolf.
The girls are all oblivious to the augurs and the family's vampiric tendencies, and I can't blame them. I only found out about halfway through.
Yay! Sarah, what is this?
No, they're vampires.
Dick Vitale is a myth. I like Dick Vitale more like I don't like Dick Vitale. I drew devil horns on him. That's how you know he's bad. The police agree with me.
This just in, a local anti-Dick Vitale nutjob decides to publicly whine about Dick Vitale, screaming such obscenities as Vince Young and EA Sports. He's being put under house arrest, and quite frankly, we're just glad this kind of lunatic is off the streets.
That guy might be onto something.
Why wasn't Luigi in Mario 64? Was he just that well hidden in the game? Well, ever since the game launched, many fans noticed this sign in the courtyard of Peach's castle. Now, under normal circumstances, it's gibberish, but when we slide the Virgin Gogs on, we can make out that it potentially says L is real 2401. Now, what does that mean? No sex for me, thanks. I'm broke.
Hi, Scott Wozniak, bankruptcy activist.
K-Swiss, Bankruptcy Patrol.
So I was hoping you could help me out a little bit here. According to the bank, government, and wallet, I have no money.
Are you sure? Most people who claim bankruptcy have a forgotten gift card or something.
I was actually going to ask you to see if you could check my account and see if I left an Arby's card there or something.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're completely broke.
Oh my god, I don't know how this could have happened.
Really? You don't know why you're broke? You brought your entire stack of Flink Smash.
Never leave the house without it.
Never?
It's a bitch.
No one man needs this much Flink Smash. And why are they all wet?
You don't get it, do you? Bankruptcy is just a hobby of mine. I'll quit it tomorrow and buy it at the bank to replenish my funds.
You don't have any money to buy the bank out with.
Can you give me a loan too?
This is great. Right before Christmas, too. Is bankruptcy a crime now? Is it illegal to be worthless? Well, if it is, I'm f***ed. So we gotta just find 30 pieces of fruit, and then we move on to the next level. It's kind of an interesting direction. Hopefully the next Yoshi game does something just as unique. The same thing. Are good. Plus, what kind of passwords are these? Like, you try to get into a club, and they ask, what's the password?
C764 doesn't mean I'm opposed to other genres. I love puzzle games for a lot of the same reasons. Rhythm games can be incredibly satisfying and addictive. Adventure games are a dream to get completely submerged in. Shooters I'm awful at, but they can be a blast.
Get to the fucking Xeno shit!
These are the full-size game boxes in here. The outer sleeve is just kind of neat. A fresh bonus, use it for food. Sony did this a ton with greatest hits re-releases. You can get some double packs of games this way, and a handful of GameCube and Xbox releases were like this as well. But I want a deal and more space for my feet.
So that's the Nintendo Spotlight at E3 2017, and there was really nothing that could possibly redeem it. Nintendo wins!
So not only can you kick the piss out of some false idols, but kick the piss to some groovy Jesus tracks.
Now this is how you get more people into church. I truly can't think of a better way to get more people into religion. Wait! I have to interrupt your little Bible game riff for a breaking installment of Scott's Big Idea.
Alright, loyalty rewards program for churches. We make an app. You get church points every time you go. The points can be exchanged for enlightenment. Grade A business idea. Watch out, Fortune 500. I'm coming for your shit.
And finally, let's go with the online-oriented list. Super Mario Maker 2, you have my blessing, and it's a fun way to try and contact help.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Imagine today's events occurring in the past. What would it be like to live in an era prior to this very moment?
I wonder what I'm gonna say in 5 minutes.
We have to hold the right trigger while moving the left stick, and to interact with objects, we use the right stick when prompts come up.
I have been waiting so long to finally use this banner. Hey y'all, Scott here. Sega died as a hardware manufacturer and simply became a third party. Now allow me to explain this whole charade to you with an example without mentioning video games in the slightest. Let's say Chiquita is rolling in the dough from their world famous homemade handcrafted banana bunches. Let's say Dole steps in there with way better banana bunches, so Chiquita decides to attempt to sell you an extra banana to your pre-existing bunch, while also trying to sell you the next generation of banana bunches, which they barely support 3 years down the line, because then the comeback happens with their rebooted banana bunch. But at that point, it's too late. It's a really cool banana bunch, but Dole steps in with their banana bunch too, and at this point, Chiquita must step down and become a third-party banana company. Yeah, most video game industry problems don't really relate to banana companies that well. Well, that was a hearty dose of garbage. I'm getting kind of tired of seeing all these leaks, so I decided I'm going to Washington, D.C. to propose a leak tax to Congress. Wish me luck. It went really great. Everybody listened to me, and at the end they gave me this slick coin, and they told me to come again next time, so I think we have this one in the bag. Son of a bitch, that was an AA meeting.
Every single piece of thing has people saying, man, things were better back then. World War II, f*** that, it's all about the classics. Oh god, we're an E3 1999 memorabilia country now. Well, here we have a hat from the convention. It's one of the neatest ways to get lice. According to Sakurai himself, the cross symbolizes the crossover of characters, with the 4 sections representing the 4-player multiplayer. Or at least that's what this napkin I found at Arby's tells me. If you were worried that the game wasn't going to sell well at retail, why would you release a pointless box copy that has less value than a standard release? Oh wait, it comes with a pin.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and I have to say, I'm pretty tired of the whole having a reputation thing, so I decided to upload a video of me eating cereal to a pornographic website.
Nintendo's then president, Hiroshi Yamauchi, stood proudly and unveiled the future of his company.
Oh, you don't even know what it is! Oh, hi Scott, it's your mom. You're adopted.
Well, that's understandable. I appreciate your transparency.
Oh, and Chibi Rebel Ziplash exists.
No! Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was meant to be the magnum opus of the series at that point. The ultimate Sonic adventure, starting development after Sonic 2.
Really?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. You know, I wish I could see how other guys talk to girls on Tinder so then I could see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. That's it! I'll pose as a girl on a new account just so I could see how other guys talk to me. Now, before you get judgmental here, know 2 things. 1, I'm only posing as a girl to get laid. And 2, I don't use Tinder all the time. I only use Tinder when I'm bored or horny.
This title screen is great because you could crop out any portion of it and still know exactly what it's about.
Oh yeah, basketball, easy. Next question. False advertising is how many companies roll. We've all seen those fast food comparison shots. This is what's advertised, and this is what I got.
What the hell?
Anybody criticizing them is just being nitpicky and how they shouldn't go in having such high expectations? Well, then maybe don't hype up Nintendo announcements like they're the 15th coming of Christ. Now, with that being said,
Chibi Robo 6 is coming!
Then you have the funny hosts.
To really take in how much time 25 years is, let's go back in time, shall we? Doodle, doodle, doodle.
I can squeeze in laughing about that in about 4 minutes. Alright, we got the DJ, advertisements are out, chaperone is being conditioned to be actively encouraging immorality, a ballot box has been spiked. Alright, all that's left is the banner! We used a pre-made restaurant template. And to my knowledge, you can't spank in this game. It shows it on the back of the box. Ubisoft, thank God they have a support number to call. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Apparently, Weed Dare is considered contraband if played outside of Europe or Australia. If there's a sexier reason to go to prison, I'd like to hear it. Prison was okay. Met this guy Jerry, had a few laughs, Palm got stabbed, but being the only person to go to prison for Weed Dare makes me the most qualified person to have an opinion on Weed Dare. And my opinion on Weed Dare is that it needs to learn a certain definition. Lifting isn't spanking! Nintendo's reign as a card, toy, and sex factory was fun while it lasted, but it's pretty nice with them as a video game company at the moment. It also seems that they never had any desire to get into the inflatable gator business, so if you excuse me, I'm going to part with this humanely. Neighborhood's going to shit. Ah! Hey y'all, Scott here, and you might have noticed this 2-liter Mountain Dew and sack of Doritos I'm about to fling into my gullet. Don't worry, I feel a good reason for doing this coming on to me. That'll work. Not only do I want to become a true enjoyer of all things video game, but I also want an excuse to go to this hospital near me. They're really cool. They got a vending machine and everything.
Oh my god, this room is crazy. F my arteries.
I mean, rings are all over the place throughout the level. The shield just gave you one extra hit, and an extra life is an extra life. None of these rewards are cool. None of them make you want to call your dad over.
Dad, you won't believe it. Yeah, fucking headshot.
They say Metroid Prime 4 is still in development?
That'd be too if I didn't exist.
But here's a different new Metroid game. Oh. Metroid 5? Oh my god, a new 2D Metroid. This looks so clean! What the f-
I've been staring at this all day, I still don't get it.
Anime!
Couldn't even finish that word. See, for somebody so into stupid Nintendo games, I definitely need some boundaries set. There's a reason that sign's on my bedroom door.
The mega popular 2D side-scroller series had to wait and wait until they fully realized 3D adventure. Sonic 3D Blast came out in the mid-90s, and gosh, Sonic in 3D? Who were they trying to fool here? And then Nintendo proceeded to make an ass out of themselves. They actually announced the Dolphin would play DVDs, as in movies. I've been trying all day, it's just not gonna work. Now, there was a Japan exclusive model of the GameCube made by Panasonic that did play DVDs, the Panasonic Q, and Panasonic was one of the partners Nintendo announced alongside the Dolphin. So with the DVDs, they didn't lie, but they lied.
But the Joy-Con have a battery life of 20 hours each. That means you're definitely not going to run out of juice during a normal play session as long as you connect the Joy-Con back to the console once you're done playing. And if you do play for 20 hours straight, you can always attach the controllers to the console and play in handheld mode for 2 hours before the system dies, and spend the last 2 hours of the day looking in the mirror asking yourself where it all went wrong.
If we don't do something about this soon, it'll not only consume us, but everybody. Humanity is hell-bent on repeating itself, and if we don't warn people soon, things could get bad.
I know the Amber Alert guy.
I've been wanting a spotlight from him.
Rex, I got something planned for you and I.
Oh, I've heard of something like that. It's called an event, right?
Everybody else, just spread the word as much as possible. The more people know, the quicker we can find a solution. Get on your feet and let's do this.
I've seen Wendy's employees stand. This will be great practice.
We're not crazy, you're just We're not crazy, you're just We're not crazy, you're just
A Nintendo DS headset. That's right. Nintendo basically refused to make a wireless headset for any game console except the DS. You could use this with Pokemon and Brain Age.
You do math like a bitch.
Oh god, what is he doing?
Chance time!
I don't want to go to war. I don't even have the full uniform.
Is because God forbid me be happy. 5 turns left, guys, and the game is predicting Donkey Kong will win.
No f***ing way!
I mean, it's been 10 years. Wii Music released on October 20th, 2008 in North America. Maybe we were all a bit too harsh on it at first. Or maybe—
Oh sh**! I couldn't even finish that. Of course it's terrible.
You see, here's the thing. I bought most of this junk while I was in high school. Most of my paycheck would go towards this stuff. Like, come on, what other expenses did I have back in high school? Medical bills? Please, I've had this dark spot on my thigh for the past 6 years and nothing's happened. I don't need a doctor.
So all in all, I like my game room. There's not much I can really complain about. Except that does happen sometimes.
Also, I think 99% of Wii owners didn't know what a GameCube was. Hey Grandma, Mario Power Tennis is already on Wii. You just have to get a GameCube controller and memory card in the original game, which isn't in print anymore, and you can only find used copies of it in some GameStop stores and on eBay.
Oh, she said I'm in.
But if you're a video game fan, Sega's got you covered with all these nothing. Sega displayed Panzer Dragoon Saga, House of the Dead, Burning Rangers, and Enemy Zero, all for Sega Saturn. These games had all come out at this point. But hey, at least Sonic R has come to PC.
You can still squeeze a fair amount of fun out of Zelda, but it's bogged down by loads of gameplay elements that just don't hold up nowadays. Mainly how cryptic the game can be with mandatory gameplay sections. The only gaming-related topic that makes even less sense is why my copy of Fling Smash is always soaked whenever I take it off the shelf. I don't know why.
Like on the back of the box here, this screen still looks leagues better than what we actually get. A dot matrix display, what does that mean? It means let's get the hell out of here!
Hey all, Scott here. Bullshit.
Yes, finally, I can experience the Game Boy in color.
Hey y'all, Scott here, and it's amazing to think that a company established all the way back in 1889 made this. Whoops.
This game had the audacity to say in its E3 2007 trailer it was releasing on every platform ever made.
Coming this fall to every platform ever made.
Oh, even the PSP? See, most people would assume that's a joke, but you forget to take into consideration most people.
Yeah, okay, so
I'm into it.
We're on the same
I
page.
like it.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Absolutely. I get it now. Good point. Better point.
Yeah.
Better point.
It's not Blink Smash Geist or Burnout Crash, not Mario Party 6 or Ultra Smash, neither Clubhouse Games or Wii Fit Plus, nor Family Feud on SNES. All the games I play, whether good or bad, have tropes in common, my favorite doodads. They may be rushed or plain or flawed, but they ain't RPGs, oh thank God. Are my tastes just bad? Am I the one to blame? Or is it RPGs that are dumb and lame?
No!
Why don't you play them? They just take so damn long to complete. Why don't you play them? 60 hours just to rinse and repeat.
But you could grind for years just to beat that puzzle.
Why waste all this time on just one game? Why don't you play them? I just don't like them. I just want to play stupid Nintendo games that aren't this stupid. Why don't I like them? Okay. Turn-based battles and too much text. I'd rather be out not having sex. Menu clutter and useless stats. And random encounters can kiss my ass. No gameplay till hours in. Combat ready? How did I win? Same thing happens over again. And that their fun part comes up when I missed one thing and now I'm lost. That 1 inch of text really meant a lot. There's some shop with items I can't afford. So grind for money, you won't be bored. I'm tired, I'm scared, I'm not having fun. There's no other way this can be spun. What do I do? What do I check? It's an RPG. What did I expect? Why don't you play? They're so good though. Listen guys, you can have opinions. Why don't you play them? They're not my style. Why don't you?
Number 2, wait your turn, f***er! Tecmo decided to butter up Dead or Alive's most iconic element and release it for $50.
Oh man, I love volleyball.
The technology was a thing before. The company G-Cluster debuted a game streaming technology at E3 2000. What the hell did that look like?
It's through the net.
I made it clear that, hey, I love what I play of the Zelda games, but I barely finish them. I'm making an oath right now, though, that I will finish the Minish Cap.
But I have time to kill, so I'm going to pre-order a pre-order of a game. That's where I get to stand in line to find out where I'll stand in line when it comes to pre-ordering the game, because I'll get this pre-order bonus of this exclusive poster.
The Mushroom Cup starts things off with Figure 8 Circuit, and by God, they didn't lie. This is as basic Mario Kart track as basic Mario Kart tracks get. I have a weird fondness for that basic Mario Kart aesthetic, but nobody played this track and said,
what the f***? And thus, it was torn, it being that, because that tears it. I'm gonna form a strongly worded verbal letter to Nintendo about these roadkills of re-releases. Hey, Nintendo! Why'd you have to make Player's Choice so lame?
Well, sir, it was the player's choice.
Oh, God. We did this.
Making this game a 2D platformer makes it more accessible. Yes! But it set it up to compete against so many of Nintendo's other properties. Like, do you really think Chibi Robo Ziplash stands a chance next to Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World? Of course not!
It's absolutely ridiculous how hard it is for people to notice the bold black letter in the corner of these games. Well, I'm taking a stand. We need to expand the size of these things. It's for the kids.
Hey all, Scott here. I finally found my fourth calling in life. A match made in heaven. I finally opened up my own tattoo parlor. Welcome to the Scab Lab. You ever think to yourself, man, skin? Well, this is the place for all you tattoo chow hounds, such as myself, and if you're lucky, you get your picture in the No Infections Club. We give out free samples, and if you don't like it, I am so sorry for what I just did. Of course, to prove how much I believe in our product, I will give myself a sleeve. I'm thinking blue today. The business and I weren't a good fit. You see, a big part of Homecoming was asking somebody on a date. All you had to do was grab a poster board, think of some pun, and ask them out. It was all about flashiness over function with those things. As long as you were memorable and had a pun involved, nobody cared.
Other cut stages include Wood Zone, Dust Hill Zone, and Genocide City Zone. No wonder Sega said Nintendo's for pussies.
It came with a cartridge. Why?
Like, the cart came in the box with the plug and play, and it was the only cart released for the plug and play, so why make a cartridge slot on the plug and play if there's only one cartridge for it and you could just build the elements of the cartridge on the inside of the plug and play?
What the f***, Etch-a Sketch?
Wrong class.
We have to take this blue border out ourselves. We're the only one who can do this. Everybody else is busy. We've got nothing else to do today!
It's our time to prove our worth by saving the world. Save this frameless earth. And when we do, we'll rub it in the faces of our government. How could you tax a hero's quest? Just take that IRS. We gotta save the world, we gotta save the day. I know you all don't have some plan, so hear me out as I sway. You don't want blue cataracts, wouldn't that be anti-swell? You got nothing else going on, so you all might as well. We can't give up, at least not yet. We gotta try, I can't lose this bet. We're the only ones capable of ending this blue fable. So we must install our big night. This so counts as a fight. Take your nearest hand, pop it on your closest head. Loyalty or no dignity, not both or you'll be dead. It's our duty to fight back after borders came to dwell. When else does this ever happen? So we all might as well, might as well. Stand up and unite, our strength combined can take the fight. Because it's up to us, and with some luck we'll watch the border's demise. And if unaware before, prepare yourself, cause this is war. There's not much time before we incline. Forever borderline.
Sure. I have to go through a bunch of different things to say to the gunman. I ended up having to talk names with him.
My name's Scott. What about you? What's your name?
Let's go around the class and introduce ourselves with one fun fact.
The gunman gets shelbied, and in return the cashier gives us a box.
Thanks.
No, it's a box the Origami Killer sent him. Well, that's our cue to leave, and the whole game could have ended here.
Hey, this is an empanada. Oh! My rotisserie chicken's done. Gotta feed everybody and quick. Oh,
Oh boy, food and plates?
Oh yeah, I haven't eaten all of the month of November to prepare for this.
Happy Thanksgiving!
What is this?
It's a gourd, bitch.
What's in the crock pot?
Cereal.
You know what? I think I might go out for Thanksgiving this year.
There's this new place downtown called Steel Pretzels.
Oh, what do they have?
I don't know.
Guys, I busted my ass making all of this. The least you can do is eat everything.
On you directly in front of you, you will see a failure. Personal trainer cooking is a sham. It doesn't even compete with the fucking pretzel restaurant down the street.
Best Thanksgiving ever.
These pretzels are actually stale. I don't know how they do it.
Even I can't cook these. God, well, maybe Kid Fit Island Resort is a better fitness game.
Kid Fit Island Resort is a scam. 10 fitness games. Okay, games that get you up and at it. Exercise games. Let's take a look at these mini games. Surfing. Keep your pointer in the moving circle. Grabbing coconuts. Just tilt the Wii remote. Run on a log. Move the Wii remote and nunchuck back and forth. These games are not fitness based. There's like one mini game where you run with the Wii remote nunchuck. There's one other where you run for 2 seconds and then you have to trace an outline with the pointer. These are not fitness games, these are run-of-the-mill mini-games you'd find in any Wii minigame collection. And the fact that half of these mini-games use the nunchuck and half don't, good God, give me a break! For some reason, they just have to force you to plug the nunchuck in for some of these games. All of these games would work perfectly with just a Wii remote. Why do I have to use the nunchuck to balance on a log? You have to keep on unplugging and plugging in the nunchuck to go throughout the mini-games, and then 30 minutes later, it's over! So, overall, this game is...
Moving on to Yamaha Supercross. No. What about Kart Racer? Now that's a title. This isn't nearly as bad as I wanted it to be. This is just boring. Boom.
Alright, I got one more left in me. We got Birthday Party Bash. Oh shit, Duncan Hines coupons. The coupons were expired, I just couldn't help myself. Neil Scott here. Let's do some math. 0.21% of gamers watch gaming presentations. That's just a fact. They like getting new game reveals thrown in their faces. Now, twice as many watch E3, the biggest time of year for gaming news. It's all about seeing all these games you've never even dreamt of before. That's the point. Now, we remove the point, and we get E3 2021.
Oh, look, it's my favorite time of year to be pissed. After an event like E3 2019, anything was possible. Anything.
So, hey y'all, Scott here, and ew! Always keep a frying pan handy. You never know when a 7 out of 10 game is gonna strike. What do you think about that? Bet you couldn't be the last Toys R Us customer ever. Well, after buying all those As Seen on TV products and being as seen on TV myself, I think one of my 4 life goals has finally been fulfilled. And I'm actually finally over buying all those As Seen on TV products. Son of a bitch! Hey y'all, Scott here. You know, so many people ask me, where do you get all those games?
Yeah, that'll do. Super Smash Brothers, the most beloved crossover fighting game on the planet, no doubt, but by now you should know that. Nobody reads this and says, is that a sandwich? This was the touchscreen. Unlike modern ones, it wasn't multi-touch and required more precise input, which is why using a bowling ball just didn't work. Speculation ran wild up until E3 that June. Expectations were high and my virginity was nearing tornado siren levels. The E3 2013 Nintendo Direct started, and shortly after, Iwata told us to take a look.
Yes! No!
Gimmicks are crucial in business to ensure differentiation. You have to stand up from the crowd and offer something that sounds compelling enough to get consumers to bite. Take, for example, Toys R Us's new gimmick is insane price cuts, and people are flocking to the stores. They should do these sales more often.
You're a therapy machine. You're gonna therapize good tonight. You're gonna be the best therapist a therapist will ever ask for. You're gonna do great.
So I was thinking we could tackle Ultra Smash next. This game left me traumatized.
Who gave you my address? Why are you here? What the?
So just wait, let's go one at a time. You first.
What the f are you doing here in my house?
Okay, fair question. Now it's my turn. I was hoping we could bang out some more therapy. You are a therapist. I'm traumatized. It all works out.
I can't give you therapy right now. It's daytime. I'm a night therapist.
Don't my credits transfer over?
Listen, I didn't become a therapist to hear you vent about Amiibo Festival.
Amiibo Festival?
I'm not registered to give advice about that.
Well, then are you a registered therapist at all?
So, tell me about that dumb f***ing tennis game that hurt your feelings.
I don't know. I feel like you're only talking to me now, so then I don't tell anybody you're not registered to be a therapist. I feel like I almost have to pay you to listen to me.
So it's therapy.
Yeah, it's pretty much therapy.
My God. I think I finally get it. This beautiful, illustrious planet wasn't made to just sit inside and do some good old wholehearted thumb twiddling. No! It was made to be nurtured and protected and to be made better every single day. I think I finally get it. I think I finally found my calling. Shit! Hey y'all, Scott here, and nature. What century is this? It totally slipped my mind that I have no sex waiting for me at home right now. The Nintendo Switch has officially launched, and it's bringing with games to play like Zelda and menus. This is technically the first game console I ever bought at launch, so let's see how long it takes to disappoint.
Hey y'all, Scott here. I started a petition to force unemployment checks to be given out as 3DS eShop cards. That way nobody has an excuse to not have fun while being unemployed. Now that is the happiest looking angry mob I've ever seen. Now why wouldn't they be? They can go on the virtual console and buy Mole Mania.
I'm a simple man. I love this, not these. Miyamoto let slip that a Mario game for Wii U would be talked about at E3 2012 in April of that year, and it was confirmed they would be based off of New Super Mario Bros. Me, ugh! Apparently, New Super Mario Bros. U took 3 years to develop.
Really?
What's the premium being paid for here? Like, what happens when I stream a game? Literally all the options are the same across the whole series, so it's all about the game now.
The 3D effect is so good it made me deaf.
And we're back with Say That Answer. For $5,000, what city
Pass
is best known for entertainment?
South Carolina.
Besides Hollywood.
Oh, is it a city? South America! Hey y'all, Scott here. I'm an idiot. So you watch all these game shows and you think you have what it takes to make it big, then they happen to ask the one question you didn't write on your skin. This isn't over. I'm going back on Say That Answer, but this time, I'll be prepared. Write that down.
Unearthed is an episodic game that never made it past episode 1. It originally released back in 2013, and first things first, this game knows how to get the standard Unearthed player excited. Yes! Yes! Yes!
We play. Do you? Is that a threat?
We play Evu.
¿Es una amenaza?
We play Itu.
¿Es eso una amenaza?
Well, I'm done with Sonic. You know, I put off years of colonoscopies just due to my business surrounding playing all these games, but now I'm free. So tell your family's proctologist to clear their schedule. 12 years from now.
New attitude, new enemies. It was a yearbook quote contender, I'll give him that.
Easily one of the most important systems in gaming history, and for good reason. There's some truth to why old people call anything that beeps a Game Boy. They worry me.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Listen, I've noticed newborn baby name books are the hot thing right now, so I've decided to work on a newborn baby last name book. Completely untapped market, never have seen one before. We have all the perfect names to spank onto your child. We have Smith, Johnson, Williams, for Nintendo 3DS, Brown.
These things have always been a thing, still prevalent nowadays. These are the cheapest possible solution to give your controller some flair. The only one I technically have is the controller skin that came with the Sonic Forces bonus edition. Joking hazard?
Thank God I read that.
Hey y'all, Scott here. I just got bread for $1. That's one of my biggest fears, was talking to somebody really liked them. Turned out they weren't a person, they were just an affordable price. I despise deals. Somebody offered me a TV for $20, I talked them up to $40. So it's a good thing deals can't find me here. That's why I boarded the doors, it's their Achilles heel. I've known this for a while, that's why I keep nailed wood around my neck. With all those deals out there, I guess I just have to wait out the storm with games like Sportsman's Pack, 2 great games. There's been a breach!
Ooh, a brand new game from the creators of Minecraft.
Mafia 4! Hey y'all, Scott here. I've always been a big supporter of local business. You can catch me every week commissioning the fire department to put out the fires I start. I love business so much, I am one now. Wanna know why the economy's failed ever since it was introduced? Because there's nothing to buy. Well, I'm here to change that. Introducing my new product, Scott Talks About Game Commercials. I recorded myself talking about game commercials for 17 odd minutes and I decided to sell it at full price. What's full price? Stay tuned. To ensure this product will be as successful as possible, I am forcefully giving everybody it right now. It will start playing and at the end, you will have to pay. If you don't want to be a bum. Oh, it's starting. Well, I hope you enjoyed Scott Talks About Game commercials. To pay, please send a check through one of the following methods. If you cannot send a single check, a checkbook will do. What will I do with all the money? That's tough to say. I think I might buy out the economy. You can do stuff like that. Technically speaking, IBM owns the weather. Hey y'all, Scott here. Please, for the love of God, don't mind me. I'm just doing some touch-ups to my high school yearbook photo. You think they'd let me do retakes 9 years later? There's gotta be a grace period. I've been having trouble going to sleep thinking about what people thought of me back then, so hopefully this will change their minds. Okay, and we're done! I actually toned it down, I didn't want to get too late.
But no, they just move on to more graphs and spec talk, which is very unlike Nintendo. What is like Nintendo is to show us something we can't have. The Wii was a success due to how simple it was. So why was there so much shit you could buy for it? Oh my god, it's a Wii owner, sir! Would you buy any of this?
Oh, I'll buy fucking anything. Well, that was definitely community service and 14 minutes of it. Anyways, I have places to do and things to be. I think I'm gonna go heckle some dogs at the pound. It's gonna be hilarious. When will I ever learn?
Not every E3 is a winner, and this one wasn't bad, but pretty underwhelming.
So overall, I give E3 2017 Excuse me, that must be my doctor. My results must be in. Yellow.
Hey Scott, it's Dr. E. Bill here. Got your test results in, and it seems you've been diagnosed with disappointment.
Oh.
Mario Kart 64 was initially called Super Mario Kart R during development. All these letters, nuh-uh. This one. The developers just decided,
You know what? Let's just fucking do it.
and gave it the same subtitle as every other Nintendo 64 game.
But even then, playing it like a standard Genesis Sonic title, I still find the other Genesis Sonic titles to be way more fun. Which is why I'm going to do something to this game I should have done years ago.
Yeah, I'm probably not playing that again.
I tried shooting at this guy, but I can't get the cursor on him properly!
What the f just happened? Not every entry here is the definitive version, but they're cool versions of GameCube games from another dimension. In honor of them, I've decided to turn a new leaf, and yes, I do need this blurb. If I need to hide this thing, I can. I never use the lower 60% of my body anyways. Hey y'all, Scott here. You know, I've made it 9 years staying spoiler-free on Heavy Rain, and the only way to stay as spoiler-free as possible before playing it is to not play it. Christ, I'm only human!
Want to see something that'll make any middle-aged retro gamer who says games were better back in the day wince? Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World. These are some of the greatest games of all time, plus Mario the Lost Levels.
Reboots can be grown-worthy sometimes, but I think they can be totally understandable and necessary. You can't make 20 installments of a game series called Need for Speed without like 5 reboots. You just can't. Hey y'all, Scott here, and welcome to the first ever E3 2018 Productions press conference. I've noticed a lot of excitement surrounding E3 2018 as of late, so why not try to profit off of that kind of excitement? Yes, that means E3 2018 product, conventions for fans of the convention. We have it all. I'm the only person employed by the company as of right now, so just be aware, I'm in this for the long haul. As you can see, the excitement for E3 2018 was through the roof for the week of June 9th, 2018. And just to show you how good that is for a company, here are some happy people. Some happy people. To answer those who ask why I left my self-employed company, creative differences. Totally. Doesn't happen every day. Innovation.
So, original downloadable games were starting to get pumped out for the marketplace, some of which were retro reboots of classics, others completely new concepts. All for affordable prices. If you haven't played Peggle because of budget constraints, that's your fault.
The bank is repossessing my body!
This conference had the theme of the Nintendo difference. What are you, a brand of paper towels? No, according to Nintendo, the Nintendo difference is this.
An absolute fetish for quality.
Hey guy, what's your fetish? Well, quality, quantity, the pursuit of happiness, ass and chips. Now that I got that out of my system, let's figure out what I should talk about today. I don't know. I already talked about Sonic 2, what else is there? It's always been there.
Dick Vitale. Well, I like both of those things, so why not?
There I was, about to get out of bed and face the challenges life had for me that day. But then the trauma came back, and I just couldn't do it with this in the room.
There are some words of advice. Things will get better later than sooner, don't you worry. When I was little, I used to think, when I'm Scott, I want to be this, and look at me now. What does it take to be this? Skin, for one. It takes a lot of work to be me. You have to be tough, you have to have skin, you have to own this. I should hire an assistant.
This is Mario Party.
I thought it was a bear. Now, if you excuse me before I reenact what checking the prices of PlayStation Now was like back in 2015, I need to take a hearty gulp out of my hourly bottle of water. God, that's such tart water.
What the hell were they doing with this mode? It's ridiculous. I almost would have preferred if they just didn't bring the mode back, or at the very least if they just remastered old battle stages and nothing more. That would have been okay. But no, instead, this is the worst mode in any Mario Kart game. And it used to be my favorite Nintendo. What is wrong with you? See, that should show you how bad this mode is. It made me break something. But I still did that out of anger towards Nintendo. What the f*** am I doing? He dresses like it's 2005. Like, come on, we're in the 21st century. Dress like it.
No wonder he wanted to supposedly murder you with that attitude.
He was ruthless. He tried to shoot me, and I'm allergic to bullets.
I did it.
Well, that's a blow to your case.
All right, Officer Steelwool, for being so brave and coming clean like that, I'll let you off lightly. You are sentenced to death.
And re-releases are just Resident Evil 2 GameCube. So, which games are classified as which? Well, I'm glad you asked, because welcome to a safety hazard. We have a lot of remakes, remasters, and re-releases to go through here. Which ones are remakes, which ones are remasters, which ones are re-releases, which ones are gonna fall. We are really getting ahead of ourselves here.
With the casual appeal of systems like the DS and Wii, it became more apparent than ever how many non-gamers understood 2D gaming far more than 3D. 3D, you have to worry about a camera system, and it's like, f you, I already have a mortgage to deal with. A game like the original Super Mario Bros., most players could deal with. Hell, many found it fun. Super Mario 64?
Join the occult, Dad!
If you're not into the tins, we can always shift gears to other types of candies. Pez dispensers are wacky plastic heads that feed you on command. But we still have to load the candies into Donkey Kong here, keep WikiHow on standby. And here we are, nice and simple, fun, fun, fun. The Wonder Ball, the first instance of the term fine dining. It's a chocolate ball with so many goodies inside. This is a crazy great deal. We get stickers, a coin, and a chocolate ball with fruity candies on the inside. This is crazy. Finally, a Luigi fan. With candy at the bottom. A Luigi fan.
Hey Scott, the coffin just came. Where do you want it?
Oh my god, I already told you this is a no coffin dance!
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there. I called the police to ask them if it was illegal to give beer to kids without asking for their IDs. They're gonna be here in about 10 minutes.
Alright, homecoming's over. Take your goodie bags.
This is just a copy of Premium Rush.
Get out.
Well, I got questioned by the police. I yelled at everybody. Beer was everywhere. I got home at 4 a.m. and I got f***ing soaked.
It was the homecoming I always wanted in high school! Oh, for the love of God, I was supposed to get robbed tomorrow! Damn it!
Well, my evening opened up. What am I gonna do now? I can't go, hey all, Scott here. I don't own Lasagna World Tour. False alarm. I lost everything. Well, except what the robber decided to leave. I wonder why. And it's time for the minigame. Oh, man, I can't wait to see what this whole sex thing is all about. Did I miss a page? Let's start with the Xbox shampoo, coming to us from Lynx, after I try my Beats headphone soup. It's the Xbox staple green, which makes me happy there's no Nintendo Switch variant. Basically, it allows Xbox on your head like never before. At the end of the day, solid shampoo, no real downsides outside of hair loss. Avoid contact with eyes.
What's your stance on lips?
Hey y'all, Scott here, and man oh man do I ever hate Nintendo. That's why I bought all of these games, just to make fun of them. Sigh, gosh, do I loathe this dumb company and all of their stupid loser fans. Fans who are all more than likely mega virgins. Me on the other hand, they call me the anti-virgin. Everybody who is or was at some point a virgin is a major loser, or as I like to call them, a Nintendo fan. Oh my god. A room! I don't know why, but I feel like giving Super Mario 3D World a critical look. Hey y'all, Scott here, and I just had the craziest dream. I was a virgin talking about Mario, which is ridiculous because I'm a virgin talking about Mario again!
Oh, so many games I can talk about, so many new experiences to have. How about this one? Even when I'm convicted, I still talk about this game. You can just keep kicking a guy until they eventually die. Other enemies around will practically never do anything to you, and if they will, it's always a telegraphed attack where you hit the Y button when that appears. Who knew the kick was mightier than the sword? We move on to Hydrocity, or Hydro City, or Hydrocity. It seems like every year SNK tries putting out a new Neo Geo nostalgia grabber, and I am under the opinion that Neo Geo is cool and has its place in video game history, but I'm tired of people acting like it's bigger than it really is. Before you get mad, remember, I'm the guy who owns Just Dance 2020 on the Wii. Do you really think my opinion matters? Well, it's my lucky day 8 years ago. In 2013, we got Cut the Rope Triple Treat, a physical 3DS game. I thought this was an entirely new Cut the Rope game made specifically for the 3DS.
So, while it's not my favorite, Mario Kart Wii has a lot more worth than I ever gave it credit for. It still holds up as a really fun game. And in a few areas, it's actually a little better than the games that succeeded it. So, I don't think this is going to be the last time I'm going to play it. But the Mario Kart Wii channel actually still needs the game to play races, and I acted a little prematurely. Most people live their lives contently, believing there to be no true sequel to Wii Play. You hear that? It's anarchy. Alright, to-do list for the week. I got robbed, I took a bath, now go on Wikipedia. You know, it's pretty hard to go, hey y'all, Scott here, here's a Wii U, when you just got robbed of everything that you hold dear, so why not? Let's take a look at the game consoles that were held the most dear to the most people based on their sales. Of course, you may go, Scott, you were just robbed of everything. How do you have consoles to talk about? See, that's where you're wrong. I plan ahead of time. I have theft-proof items. I just spit on him a lot, that usually does the trick.
The game then actively tries to gain my sympathy, and then...
Now, what would you do if you were me?
Give up. See, nothing else beats an experience like that, one where nothing else in the world matters. All that matters is that there's a new video game device coming out that day. Of course, the Nintendo Switch is the only console I fully bought at launch. I did show up for the Xbox One X. I made it, and 3 hours left to spare. At the wrong store.
The Vectrex in 1982 had a similar form factor for its controller, but the NES introduced something huge. Now I know, first thing many people probably said when they saw this cross on the controller was, pump the brakes, Speed Racer, nobody puts religion in my dig dug.
Mario Kart 64. I like this one. While Super Mario Kart was the start of the series, Mario Kart 64 was where the modern Mario Kart series started. I see a lot of people nowadays say how this one isn't as good anymore and has aged. To that I say, well, you've aged too. How does that feel?
Guess what Neighborhood Games is? No thinking, just guess. Do it. No thoughts, first instinct. What do you think? Neighborhood Games? Do it. Do it. What is it?
Worse than Deer Drive. Damn it!
What's the story here? Well, it's the 10th of the month. Let's go to an outside. Same. However, I still love cheats, and no matter what, their legacy will always live on.
At least we'll always have the memories of cheat codes and the old games to still use them on, which is great, seriously. How else am I supposed to beat Wheel of Fortune on NES? Can't beat this sucker without the moon gravity cheat. We've been on a pretty crazy journey these past 12 minutes, and a lot can change in such a short period of time. Just in the past 12 minutes, I've contracted something. I've been diagnosed with not giving a shit about Loot Crate.
But now we have to play as our fourth main character, Madison. She can't sleep, various men break into her house, it was all a bad dream.
That's about it. Now, you can take a shower in this scene, so there is nudity involved, and not just any nudity. Pointless nudity.
Congratulations, players! You've arrived at the Hottie Challenge.
Shit, I'm too deep. The Hottie Challenge appears once Super Stiff mode is achieved, and now we have to bet on which girl will win the challenge of endurance, agility, and integrity. After completing an episode on Super Stiff, you get this crazy video at the end, and man, let me tell you, I totally had a dream like this before.
I did it!
I think the lesson we learned here is it's okay to be excited, it's also okay to be skeptical, but maybe wait to make a full decision until something's out in the world and actual people are playing the game, rather than snake people. Because liars are everywhere! They might even be staring you in the face. And this was when I lost credibility.
Hey y'all, Scott here. This is getting old. I may have finally stopped getting robbed 2 weeks ago, but I just started getting robbed 3 weeks ago. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I'm gonna make some calls and get to the bottom of this.
A bank?
The bank?
A bank.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could take out a loan to assign a hit.
Let me check. Are you sure your name isn't you?
No.
Yeah, we repossessed most of your belongings. We are a bank after all.
Oh, thank God, I wasn't robbed! So, can I take out a loan to repossess the repossessed?
No, we repossessed your stuff for a reason. We asked if you had any debts and you just wrote SOS.
Yeah.
Listen, I've seen your services around town. We'll send you a care package to help you get back on your feet, but until then, sir, this is a Domino's.
I thought you said this was a bank.
Yeah, a night bank.
I'll make this work.
Now the increased speed is partly due to a new move you can perform, the Spin Dash. Crouch down, exclaim death to thumbs, and haha! An instant burst of speed. This is such an awesome addition. It definitely helps with Sonic's level design, as many slopes you have to traverse require you to be at a relatively high speed. So instead of walking all the way over here, start running, and maintaining top speed to get higher, you can just...
Well, it just warmed my heart to go on and on and on about the Nintendo DS. Maybe I'll see if there's anybody nearby on PictoChat who feels the same way. Woo! We got a live one! Somebody joined, maybe I'll tell them I see you like PictoChat. The last 2 messages didn't send. Yeah, that sounded a lot more murdery than I wanted it to.
Sonic CD features a sound test option after inputting a code. When we're at the sound test, we can listen to all the sounds and music in the game, and if we select these specific options and hit start, I just wanted to listen to music. This screen is infamous and incredibly bizarre. We have 24 Sonics with a human face. Somebody wanted this. Now, of course, with the mustache, it's obvious this is supposed to be Sonic fused with Mario. The Japanese text translates to Fun is Infinite, Sega Enterprises, image by Majin. Now, Majin apparently means the devil. I knew something was up with this game. In actuality, Majin refers to Masato Nishimura, as Majin was his childhood nickname. So it's fine. The screen is fine. I mean, it's not like the screen is gonna kill me at a dinner party or anything, so it's fine.
It's a common saying. I mean, there is no true end in sight here. I did the math, and there are a lot of stupid Nintendo games. There's no excuse now. Everybody should have no life.
Over 15,000 games to try to discuss and later shelve. The consistency alphabetically, and player's choice can go to hell. The size and shape of discs and cards, for an hour or so I'll talk. I'd swipe right on them till both my thumbs are stems, cause every day's Fat Tuesday in my eyes. This world doesn't get my passion. They all think we play motions a sin, but it's their loss, for they got no spare time to waste. This is something I know we should all embrace. I'm on a quest to address all the requests. Please understand this kind of stuff is virginetic cache. We have been blessed, no time to rest. I've got a lot to undress. You don't need sex, this is better anyways. It's stupid Nintendo games.
It may be hard to find a place to start, so might I suggest? Not that.
Might I suggest a Geist to start things out, then moving on to Pack and Roll, Lost in Blue and Tetris 2, or whatever's left at Kohl's. Nigel Mansell plus Clubhouse Games, name a better pair to taste. If you said Madden cyanide and skin. Get the fuck out of my face. Tell me that you understand.
As a vegan, this fits my diet plan.
They make for great target tracks. As long as I'm not having sex.
You didn't tell me all these was fucking gex.
I shouldn't dwell. I've got no sex to sell. Take them all and distribute them, and you're spreading we play. It's a swell, these extra copies, extra ban you from hell. I've got a Flink Smash to play every single day. Stupid Nintendo games. I might be slightly obsessed. How could I not be? Have you seen these? I've got no shame to blame. If you're down and feeling blue when life drops in around you, there's a solution for all that pollution to in your brain. Stupid Nintendo games. Who wants to compare pens?
He's destroying the city with his love for Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops!
Hate to be a buzzkill, but I usually call it quits when these sorts of things happen.
So I stole that guy's whatever a teleportation base is for nothing!
Wait. This'll teleport me inside of that giant robot. He might be in there controlling it. I'm going in there to fight for the right to Madden 08. I don't know if I'm gonna survive, but if he kills me, at least I'll die fighting for what I believe in.
It's cold out there. You might wanna put on the coat.
Alright, I'll text you guys if I die.
Looking forward to it.
That stung!
Awesome, baby! Slam jam, baby!
It's gonna take a lot more than aggravated assault and battery to stop me. Oh, what does it look like? It made out of blood to you?
You stupid, dumb, stupid Madden 08 fan. Don't you understand it's easier to conform to society than tell everyone the game called Madden 25 exists?
God, my neck's falling asleep.
This will be life from now on. Everything shall be awesome, baby!
No! Everything should be centered around a yearly football game franchise by EA Sports!
Want to go to Bass Pro Shop? This is Bass Pro Shop, your one-stop shop to making up for not giving a shit about Onichambra. Is why they're still in business. You'd think it's all about fishing and hunting, but no, they sell all kinds of things here, like magazines. Bugs, salt, and guns are my 3 favorite things. Put them all together, it's all over. There's so much damn food here. Fish fryers, hot sauce, Bass Pro Shop soup, socks, the ultimate wolf socks to be exact. Hell, even moon pies. I'm a country boy, damn it. Look at the ambiance. This puts me in the perfect mindset of, that's right, I do want to fucking kill those things. The Cabela's Action playset, if you want to use your imagination, pretend you're hauling a boat. Anything's possible here, but not everything's possible. So here's my Bass Pro Shop haul. First up, I bought bear spray. Helps get a bear away from ya. Or you could just shoot it. Fruit roll-up trays. I love the candy. Ground meat freezer bags. Bear bell. Attached to belt or pack when hiking, camping, or fishing in bear country. I guess it makes it easier for a bear to find you. Hot sauce. Pleasure and pain. Lucky Charm was a fluke. I had to make up for it somehow. Uncle Buck shredded jerky. True. Wait, that is shoe shine. All right. We can wash down accidentally consuming shoe shine with some moon pies. You know the old saying, pop on a huck hat. I think they forgot a Y. And finally show off my synthetic raccoon urine. Of course, you may say, Jesus, Scott, really? Synthetic raccoon piss? And to that I say, don't worry. The fox one is real. Well, that's how I spend my sweetest day. Maybe next Valentine's Day we can play something a little more lewd. But in the meantime, I hope I showed you that it's okay to be alone in times like this. And just focus on yourself and your hobbies. And eventually, you'll find your right person. And it'll all make sense. Not me, though. I'll stick to ignorance.
I can't. I don't get it. Nothing makes sense. I don't want anything to do with any of this anymore. I was right about anime. I don't need anything new in my life. I don't care about anime. It's weird. I don't like it. Oh, hey, cool portal. Oh God, lines.
You've done it now. You've really done it. You think you can get away with not giving a shit about anime?
Oh no, I'm starting to question my ability to.
It's human nature to give a shit about anime. And you, my friend, are the only one to reject it.
Really?
The only one I've noticed. And because of that, you will play.
Who even are you?
I am the protector of all things anime. I am the guardian of virginity. I am Dr. Anna May. Now please stand.
I swear I think various animes are completely acceptable and wonderful pieces of art and entertainment, but I'm just not interested or invested in any particular anime or anime in general.
I find that hard to believe.
Damn, you're right. Oh, so that's what we're doing now, huh? Well, prepare for my secret weapon. Humility. All things anime. I'm sorry. I just never grew up with you. I never understood you. That doesn't mean I don't respect you. I could really use some help right now. Please.
Well, this is overkill. I'll just finish you off myself. I'm sick of people like you disrespecting my world. It's time to succumb to your doom.
Just because people aren't into something doesn't make them not respected. I still don't know what the hell Fire Emblem means. And my respect for anime has given me power. And I know exactly what will get anybody into anime to back off. Have a nice round!
What the f was that? Hey y'all, Scott here. Damn it!
Depression.
Stages? Damn it! Jesus Christ!
Scoliosis.
Wabamo! Holy sh!
The prophecy.
Folders!
Butt fucking soap!
Make R a vowel.
Nothing says I hate sex.
No.
You heard it here first, folks. But that was a mess.
Shit! It's Sonic 2 with a line!
I bought f***ing 20 of them.
When I heard them screaming pine time.
Ah, son of a bitch.
What the f***?
Actually advanced this.
My ass is bleeding.
Let's go to Best Buy.
I'm so horny!
Water is back.
Biased.
Hey, back! This man is a f***ing animal!
About the Bible. Sonic Mania Plus.
The definition's been blank all these years. Oh, hi.
Ever heard of Elmer's glue?
I ate here!
He's got an eye toys. A conversion. That's the menu. A pregnancy. Donkey Kong Barrel Blade. No. Stop. Coins are back, bitch.
have ourselves a role model. It tastes like f***ing nickels. No manners.
Rapists.
Because I have some pretty trustworthy sources.
Holy sh!
Let's go first!
You fool! Oh shit, it's a white guy! Liquidate the company!
Oh, me, I'm a pussy.
Oh shit, a sack. You gotta be kidding me.
It's a fucking sponge.
Only one thing on your mind.
I have $20!
Sonic the Hedgehog on CDs.
This was just a bread box!
It's fucking Mario Kart! I look like a jackass playing Wii music!
Ziplock's fucking great!
Oh shit, it's a Game Boy.
Disaster Strike.
Is this not a good game?
I don't need this anymore. Oh, I almost beat Kirby Star Allies.
I'll take one corn dog. We're gonna be taking a look at House Arrest.
Son of a bitch!
What's up, 1999?
Got here.
Damn it!
Good luck out there, and see you later.
I made Lowe's.
Seniors in high school were taking freshmen. Holding a gobble.
Jesus!
And I'm sold!
I like the Wii.
What? Stop licking my neck!
I have sinned.
My net worth!
Where's Dad?
You have osteoporosis.
Son of a bitch!
Which pregnant woman will squirt one out first? Now call bullshit.
Super Mario Brothers.
Like Metroid Prime 5. We f**k up.
I'm not playing it!
Lose their mind. Or you'll scare somebody.
This is f***ing...
What the fuck is this?
Ah,
There it is!
They're bonuses. They're bonuses!
You.
Where's my bug spray?
I hate walls! What?
They added Grover Cleveland.
Woo!
So that's what a surplus is.
He has asthma!
Guys, we're in an online chat room. This song selection
Blows!
I'm a fucking genius!
Yeah, this could have been easily avoided.
Well, heat stroke struck.
What was I supposed to say?
Dixie Connor song. Ah! This do happen.
What the f?
Damn. Hey all, Scott here.
Now there's the real screenshot.
What brings you in today? I won!
That's me!
God, that makes you look fucking insane.
I can't wait to get depressed. A coping strategy.
I had a dream like this one.
Go! No.
He said he's one of us!
Bring it close.
Guys, look, a me!
I'll take one. I should probably start proofreading my will. Yikes. Just call it we play.
Minecraft again.
We're selling soup now.
Scholastic was really horny.
Shut the f up! Oh shit, the Switch still exists? Donkey Kong! Holy shit!
Animal Crossing.
What the hell is this? Don't, it's probably wrong.
Sonic 1 and 2 were actually originally released on mobile years before they were updated to be the Christian Whitehead versions. Yeah, these weren't great, but thankfully the mobile ports of Sonic 4 remain. Sonic 4 episodes 1 and 2 aren't great.
Statement still stands!
The hairdryer box.
Situations.
F you, house. I died. Technical difficulties.
Magical.
It's made by Nintendo.
Otherwise. Nintendo.
This is Jimmy John's.
Darkness. Hey, that must be the Pokemon Rumble you found.
Follow Unity of certified.
Bundle it in with Fling Smash.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it came out with bread.
Do you guys sell Wii Play?
I feel like a loser. Probably just caters grad parties now.
That son of a bitch.
Fuck!
Mousepad.
I'm busy. No skin policy.
Spend that time with your family. Holy sh!
I'm an arsonist.
Yeah, these weren't great. But this game is
Jason fucking dies.
Put SpongeBob in your hands.
We just can't do it.
Hey, this is a bunch of bullshit!
Oh, okay.
Don't mind if I do.
How am I gonna play Banjo now?
Here's my mugshot to prove it.
What are you, stupid?
I'm the hand!
can finally drink!
Oh, damn it!
Oh, hell yeah! What the f? No! I'm Nintendo? I'm disappointing.
Ready to destroy the game console you're playing this game. All caps titles. Story for 30 minutes, waving my arm.
The Nintendo Switch. It's just like Devil's Third. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Small blue border on everything you played.
Like, come on, no wonder it's deserted.
Well, a pastor about all my wishes and desires regarding.
There's a virgin tax?
Wow!
Steep competition.
There's you weeaboos like soccer!
I don't give a shit. Tennis!
I'm gonna die in 60 to 70 years. When and where I'm available on PictoChat.
I was diagnosed with a little thing I like to call street smarts.
Hey all, Scott here.
I thought he was depressed.
It's about f***ing time.
Here's a gun, kill a frog.
Hey, I'm gonna wear this chef's hat like it's 2027 and we're gonna make history and to a lesser extent, food. Hey y'all, Future Scott here, and welcome to 2027, where I wear a chef hat now. It sure is Donald Trump. That's right. They got Dilbert in this thing?
What is this?
Yeah!
No!
My entire display setup, but hope all my evening set.
Nope, Hitler. I can't resist. Scott! The GameCube's like Van Gogh.
To take pictures like this.
Death is the most common cause for death.
What are you doing?
We've arrived at Joe Robertson's home address.
Guilty as charged. Ha! Food. Now.
Mass produced.
Chicken pot pie!
I want that.
Incentives! It was Woodrow Wilson. It's fine. But please don't take me seriously.
Good enough.
No, this can't be!
But I have the sudden urge to not have sex.
Should disappear. He has a face?
Of the last person who owned the game.
Yeah. Don't. Please? F me.
Up at Nintendo customer support.
This is Ohio!
What the f?
Man, I wish each pea had a sock.
Thanks! Oh, f they got goulash?
I should have waited for reviews.
Where you look, there's something new.
Grouse!
Not now!
Do I order the economy size?
A fucking phone.
Anything that's not made by Nintendo is bullshit.
Name my character Mr. Ass. Oh, where's the rewind button?
Why don't you f***ing
Run. Could it have been anything else?
Jesus Christ! Gotta get out of here!
Left an impression on me.
Links.
The college essentials.
F***ing end the channel already!
Yes.
You're not pregnant.
How did you know?
January 26, 1997.
You ain't played Madden NFL 2007, babe?
And measles are sounding pretty good right now.
Who the f*** is this guy?
Your speech doing that bad.
I trust you with every potential leak, Leaky Steve. Christ, I'm mental. For Micro Console Fireman on it.
This was an exception.
Titties?
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be the best funeral
Son of
ever.
a bitch. I'm going to hell. I was just scratching 2 brownies with a toothpick. This game. This is the box art for Wario World. I can't go through with this. We need to make money quick. We're selling soup now. It always works. I wanted to waste money. F you. F you. How's it looking down there, Reporty Jim?
Playing with a paddleball backwards.
Hate my parents.
That's me, alright. Silly me, almost had an opinion there. What? I can play Sonic. And look at me now. The givers. Needs to refrigerate food better. The T is backwards.
Jesus Christ, sir!
I spent $250 on this.
F you, here's Wario. Just add me to the list already.
I want it to be a building.
And we can have opinions floating around here on the internet.
Okay, Gizmondo widescreen. Plaid.
Damn it!
No.
I said door! This is a f***ing party!
Yeah, it was pretty easy. English.
An absolute classic. So we'd have to rely on whatever IGN put up on their website.
Sonic's favorite pastime, debt. This is an eye exam.
Oh, God. I mean, with all the other letters I don't want to deal with.
Just kidding. Words. Words. He said words!
Show us the car.
Show us the fucking car!
Okay, I want to fuck a font. Oh, I'll treat him like any pet should be treated. Look at all the ping pong balls. Guys, I swear my YouTube channel was hacked.
Where am I?
It has a train. Bic. Now this is a good starting point.
This redesign fucking reeks.
No. My WarioWare.
This shit is bubonic!
It's almost as long as Sonic Forces.
Holy shit, who needs vision anyways?
But what would Scott think?
No. 40 Turtles, Viagra, freshman hallway. Fuck, mommy.
I know a fair amount of people that told me they've been murdered there.
911, what's your emergency?
For the love of God, don't buy it!
Scott's big bathroom break.
Should've gone into fishing instead.
Need a quick piss.
My daughter's adopted.
Way to say it ruined my lunch. It's the title of my bedroom.
What the?
Oh, fuck yeah!
The definitive cousin experience.
They're vampires.
And quite frankly, we're just glad this kind of...
No sex for me, thanks.
Is bankruptcy a crime now? Is it illegal to be worthless? Well, if it is, I'm f***ed.
C764 fucking Xeno shit!
More space for my feet.
I'm coming for your shit.
And contact help.
They're Banana Bunch too.
Son of a bitch, that was an AA meeting. F that, it's all about the classics. Neatest ways to get lice. That's what this napkin I found at Arby's tells me. Scott, it's your mom. You're adopted.
Really?
Tinder when I'm bored or horny. Basketball, easy. Next question.
What the hell? Chibi Rowboat 6 is coming!
All that's left is the banner.
Lifting isn't spanking!
My arteries.
Dad, you won't believe it.
What the f? Who are they trying to fool here? They didn't lie, but they lied. You're asking yourself where it all went wrong.
We're not crazy. You're just.
You do math like a bitch.
Shit time!
Oh,
She said I'm in. So let's get the hell out of here. People.
Your turn, fucker! It's through the net.
So get this pre-order bonus of this exclusive poster.
What the f?
Hey, Nintendo. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World? Of f***ing course not.
It's for the kids.
Well, no wonder Sega said Nintendo's for pussies.
What the f? Etch-a-sketch?
You don't want blue cataracts.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Look, it's my favorite time of year to be pissed.
Ew! Hey, you couldn't be the last Toys R Us customer ever.
A sandwich? A bowling ball just didn't work.
Yes! No!
Well, Toys R Us's new gimmick is insane price cut.
Who gave you my address? Why are you here? What the shit?
Really?
3D effect is so good it made me deaf. Hey, Scott here. I'm an idiot.
Yes! Is that a threat?
We play Evu.
Esa es una amenaza?
It was a yearbook quote contender, I'll give him that.
And Williams for Nintendo 3DS Brown.
Joking hazard?
Thank God I read that. There's been a breach! Mafia 4. Stay tuned. IBM owns the weather. And we're done. Damn. Oh, I'll buy fucking anything. When will I ever learn?
And it seems you've been diagnosed with disappointment.
You know what? Let's just stage it. Damn cry. Say all. I call. Boom. Oh. Team.
Included a but that was a
fine.
It's that.
Stopped.
Wallaby.
Okay.
That'll
convert the a preg. Stop. Coins are model and IT.
You got.
You fuck shit. Oh me. Kidding me.
It's a
20 more. Yo.
You're straight. Times I get anymore.
Oh shit. Look at son of a. See, it.
I made and then this.
Daisy. Old. I like the what neck. My neck.
Playable. On the boards that can now call me on Twitter and Sonic.
Oh, no.
Mine.
doing it.
Somebody.
This is
Like this.
lucky.
Rover.
He has a. We actually have
Truck.
Hey, we're progress. Do have
Oh, run!
Gars official.
He said.
What a hat.
Now things are. Start proof.
I get
The box special.
this is what probably again.
Still
The hair.
a shark. We're trying to die. There's a
Magical.
what?
Those other. Oh, John.
That's exactly.
Well, you fan
Unity.
I love people to own in my room.
Red.
I feel like a face.
Fuck! No.
There's Sonic 1.
He's. Oh sh.
Okay. Mind if
How am I gonna play?
What are you?
And
Oh!
I'm disappointed.
game console 30 minutes.
Just like the.
They don't give you like God.
Oh.
King
Booze like
King kill a full missions.
I'm the Dilbert in the.
To explain.
Yeah! Oh!
That pretty good. Chick.
Got it!
Believable.
We could. Chef's hat on it.
Juice, you're not a nut.
Up to Chris. Olsen.
Where was great?
Please don't take. It's. No!
Sack.
He is a.
The shoes.
Oh, it's.
Customer support.
Hi!
She had a
In this.
There's some
Oh! Is this the.
own.
Web browser.
Run.
Could. Jesus Christ! Here!
Just left in
Thinks.
essential.
Oh!
I don't know.
It's.
With this one.
Birthday.
7
Been pretty good.
Wait a minute.
Exception.
I'm going to. Fetching 2 start for Warrior Man on.
With a pet.
Hey, I own an opinion. What? Harvard!
And look
Let's go.
Just pretend backwards.
On this.
Here's war list already.
New clothes. Damn it! No. Boom.
Yeah, it was pretty English.
I think it Blins too.
Our website.
That is a nice.
Don't want to do.
Just he said what?
Works.
I'll check that.
Oh.
Say anything against the.
Where am I?
Pretty
Big.
This is
Freaks.
Mario.
His
Pages here.
needs bitch. So just
Got working out on his
super
battleground.
point.
Lunch. Room.
Hey, my cousin. Empires. Sex fires. It should be See.
Space from
Nintendo. This is a
contact.
solo. Say chick gave me this.
That it's all just wasted. I found it.
No.
I only easy Nick.
Be rope. We Palm got
Your dad.
paid for some
90s. So with 2 hours of
math like
keep control.
fun
On the back of the people.
Wait, you're this oh fuck.
Nick Poochie. For
What?
Bob.
These pretzels are bad.
Game on the work. Lock and
Being on him.
dead. Yeah. We play. Look,
All the mafia. The weather.
God, it's a
When will
the developer.
playing that again. Spoiler.
You convention my you a bro.
Just couldn't.
This
Cold.
ends we go.
Did I?
They and I hit really a little.
That's pretty.
Give up.
Saw this went outside.
Camping a I didn't say.
Verse on yourself.
Because
Well, everybody, good luck out there, and see you later.